So what is this giant box?
I don't know. It's got like a shit fuck ton of tape and reinforcements and. Oh, actually, you know what? Before I open this, let me carry it up to my office and you guys can see me open it.
I'm excited.
I am excited.
How's that sound?
It's just amazing.
Alright.
I've never wanted anything else.
Alright.
Oh, it's a long
So-
box. I
Well,
thought
for
it was like a
Yeah,
large.
no, like.
Like,
Alright,
box.
it's apparently like a 6 foot and change box.
yeah.
I'm assuming you ordered a ballast.
Huh?
I don't know, it's fucking heavy.
Just
I wonder if anyone's ever told him you're supposed to like cut away from yourself. I
I mean, if
Use a pair of shears to cut it, okay?
Never
Yes.
watch.
I have told him multiple times to cut away from himself.
Never
It does
watch
not matter.
Keegan shuck oysters. It's the most terrifying thing in the world.
I don't want to be around Keegan.
You know
and
what? I know exactly what he's doing, and yes, that's terrible.
He didn't cut himself. It was surprising.
Yeah.
There were a lot of oysters too.
There is the probability. I don't know if I even believe you. I think he just sucked it up and didn't. He just like palmed it or something. Because I'm
Alright,
assuming
y'all
he
are
started at the
responsible.
lid.
Most of my drunk orders happen when I'm on the fucking calls with you.
Yeah, but if you're drunk and ordering things, then I'm drunk with you, and I'm not gonna remember.
What if it's disorderly conduct?
Like it looks like a light. It looks like a light ballast. It has a battery. We know that because of the packaging.
Thank you.
That does not help me.
Nick, okay, this is the solar panel that tells me what this is. These are my new blinds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are they remote controlled up and down blinds?
Yeah, I bought very, very expensive fucking blinds.
Why would you not have guessed that's what it was?
Dude, because I ordered this shit 4 weeks ago.
Well, they changed the
It's,
layout for a soundboard.
It's fresh from China. Which is kind of cool. Alright, that's going in a pile of shit, and I'll deal with this
Later.
some other day.
It's a problem for tomorrow, Keegan.
Yeah, I'm a little too drunk right now to install blinds. I am definitely the right amount of drunk to play D&D.
The wrong amount of drunk to use shears inappropriately.
Look, I stole them from my wife. They are really dull.
I'm just saying, you hacked away at that shit like your healthcare was free.
I mean,
And on that note,
I forged my marriage certificate to my Canadian brother.
Ah.
that's how you did. Okay, so last time on D&D, you went through this tower. You found what looked like a structure jutting out of the snow. Turned out to be an upside-down tower. There was a wizard in it, or simulacrum of a wizard. You learned at some point that he was part of the Arcane Brotherhood, and then Ralgar attacked him, and then afterwards explained that he is a Harper, and the Arcane Brotherhood are a threat to the 10 Towns. The Simulacrum and his bodyguard are dead, and you are finishing going through the tower. And while you were finishing this, Vice shot a firebolt at a corpse, and out of the corpse popped a will-o-wisp. And that is where we're going to be
that's
starting today.
To be fair, it was something we were about to just touch too.
Yeah, no, like,
Who
I'm not
was
saying
it?
it's
I think
bad.
Bins was about to like grab it, and I was like,
Right, I was
Here
probably
is skeleton.
searching. We like to touch things that we shouldn't.
And it's Sir Jensen's turn.
Neat. All right. I remember how to play paladins.
I don't.
I don't know how to do anything.
All right.
Just-
Paladin, Paladin, hit him.
Oh, it's
I'm gonna ask that you unpause. Gonna move to here.
He is going to refuse.
Cool. I am going to bonus action. Pass my turn. No, I.
Well, what is your action going to be if you bonus action pass your turn?
It's a great question.
Skip the Will-O-Wisp's turn. That would be a good action.
I'm gonna,
It's a pretty good turn.
I'm gonna spread my wings. I like that there's a refund resource if you accidentally clicked it. That seems new.
This isn't even.
It's okay, none of the automation works.
None of
though,
the
so-
automation works, but it looks like there is more automation baked into Foundry now. So that's so we're gonna.
That also doesn't work?
No, that works. Like
Oh,
the automation baked into Foundry works. Like you can attack, it'll tell you whether you hit or miss, and you can
okay.
damage.
So, because I'm the only one kind of new to this, what automation does that mean? I don't know what's a script and what's a foundry. What works and what
I
doesn't
don't
here?
know 100%.
Okay.
We're
gonna find out together.
Okie doke.
We're gonna
You know
learn
that-
together, buddy.
That doesn't hit, cause Will-O-Wisp, as you knew last
What?
time, has very high AC.
Have you tried getting good?
I don't remember that from last time. No,
But now you know.
but
Again,
yes,
I would also like to have it make sure it is known that I have already protested the automation not working.
all right. That is my turn then.
Okay. It is the Will-O-Wisp's turn, who's going to.
Bonus action pass its turn.
Mhm.
Because everyone knows they can't have
It
their own
is
turn. They
going
always
to take
do
an
the
attack
same
of
as the person
opportunity
before them.
to attack Vice, though, because Vice is the only one that has done anything
God damn it.
in particular. to it.
Wait,
Or its corpse. At
no.
least.
What do I got?
Hold on.
shield,
It's taking an attack of opportunity from me for that.
Yeah.
Does that Will-O-Wisp want its shit kicked in?
How come it
Possibly.
didn't? The
That's
attack of
not
opportunity stuff used to work? Did that?
Well,
how come that
that's
went away?
not automated anymore.
It. Oh, gotcha.
It
Um,
used to automate reactions, but that's broke.
Did even worse. So I know that didn't hit.
Okay. That's gonna miss Vice, and that's its turn.
Damn straight.
Ralgar.
You know, I didn't get an incredibly oppressively loud gadonk to let me know that it was my turn.
You should have. That's working.
No, the turn automation. That's right. The turn automation stuff is gone.
No, but the sound
I
should
got a-
still be working.
I got a Europe next. Ding.
Does an 18?
It does not.
Okay. The 8 told me like, hey, go fuck yourself. The 18 did not.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not hit.
Which also I kind of am like, damn, an 18 didn't hit, bro.
17 didn't hit.
Okay.
Think about it. They're only like an inch big. Of course they're gonna have high AC.
That's
Aionar,
fair.
you're hearing all of this.
Where
So you know
is
something
everybody?
happening. To the south. Through the
Oh.
door to
Yeah.
the south. And you would be able to see if you walk towards the door to the south. And you have to go like through it. You have to go through it though.
You
see-
would know that
If you
we're.
leave us alone, do our bullshit get in here?
This is a hallway.
Do you see the little marker on the
Yeah,
left?
there's a door over here, and like you would
Yeah,
have known that we
that's
were
the
here
one.
because
Oh,
your character wouldn't just forget. You were in this room at some point.
No,
I can
he
hit him
actually-
from here,
he's
right?
Never been. Yeah, you can hit him from there. He's never been in that room. He
I've never been in
let
that
you
room.
guys do your shenanigans.
I thought he did the tour with us when we were talking about the black hole.
That was in the 2 floors ago.
It's not my fault that
There
those
is a-
stairs look like a
It's right
butthole.
here. No, we were talking about this
there
one.
are 2 buttholes.
There's a
One
different. There's a
was on the
butthole on a
second
different floor.
Exactly.
Ah, I thought it was this one.
Your
I
bird can
don't-
get over there if you want to.
I don't think I have. Oh, I do have sight through my bird.
Hey, they fixed that.
You said you don't have sight for your bird,
I.
right?
So the problem is that I can't see my bird and move him at the same time. So
Is
I
that
actually
better?
can't get him.
Can you see sight through your bird now?
Nope.
That's not an automation thing. That's just...
Hold on. What if I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this? Sure.
Actually, a bird.
Oops.
Foundry was a better product before the Wizards partnership.
It was a better product before the 2024 handbook. Because the partnership.
I don't know.
actually
These character
made-
sheets
The
are
character
We had
sheets
zero
significantly better.
issues for years.
The character sheets
and then when
are significantly better. Now,
they are,
when they decided to do one D&D, that's when it fell apart.
it was when they partnered with D&D Beyond. The Foundry
No, that's when
Wizards
this,
bought
the,
D&D Beyond, and then they partnered
No, but like,
with Foundry, like officially.
are you teleporting yourself away?
I am teleporting myself to where I can see in the lower left-hand corner.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to...
Text.
Okay.
Hit the button. If you have the thing targeted and hit the button, see what happens.
Do I hit the DC
The DC 10
10
dexterity saving throw.
dexterity? But then I feel like I'm making that,
Oh, well then hit the...
and I am.
Okay, so hit the
So I'll hit the damage button.
Okay.
Do you save?
It's a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, well, it looks
Didn't
like
roll it properly.
your
so I need
Wildfire Spirit rolled a dex save.
Right. Which I recognize that was not going to work. Okay, so he takes
saved.
4 damage, 3 I don't know.
It's round down for every block. And he also takes less damage than you expected.
No, it's actually the amount that I expected, but thank you.
Okay. Okay. Vice, it's your turn.
Is there a penalty for point blank firing magic missile?
No.
Nope.
Let's do that. That's just guaranteed damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a
No, this
lot.
isn't Pathfinder.
It's
I don't
not a
think
lot of
there's a
damage, but it's
Penalty
guaranteed
for firing
damage.
magic missile in any world.
No, I think it's like the one thing that's supposed to always hit unless someone has shield.
It is. Yeah.
And this will-o-wisp happens to have shield.
You should just be able to hit the damage button 3 times.
Okay.
And then I just confirm it with apply, and we're good.
And I'm gonna bonus action disengage and run over here.
Ooh, I'm sorry, you can't do that.
Why?
I don't know.
He doesn't want you to.
Because it's Bin's turn.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm gonna slash you.
Can you turn the music down just a
Yeah.
little bit?
It's hard to... This is like the volume
Could you
where
slip
turning
my
it
man
down
Keegan
at
a
all.
fiver?
Bonus action attacks. I know that 13 doesn't hit. That 15 doesn't hit. Um. Can I move through the door? No, I can't. I can't move through him, right?
Yeah, you can. You can occupy the
You can
same
move through the door,
space
yeah.
momentarily.
Okay, cool.
It's also a
It's
like- I
it's
thought
a
you-
little tiny wispy thing. It's actually tiny. Its size
Tiny,
is...
tiny?
You'd be tiny.
Non-existent.
Average.
It's a black hole. It's a single pinpoint.
It
It's
has
like
to
a
be
0.5
tiny.
It's a half square, technically.
Yeah. We're
It's
actually
considered a size small, 2 sizes smaller than you.
just fighting an event horizon. That's the visual component.
And Vice
Damn it.
could actually use Fear of the Small against this thing, because it's smaller than him.
And that's my turn.
You're like spotting in a mosquito.
It auto re-rolls, and
Nice.
the automation's
It
gone,
did.
and now it auto re-rolls. Why?
Wow.
It's finally working as
My
intended.
immersion is saved.
Okay, Vice.
You're gonna do it again.
Hit that down.
Guaranteed
doing it
damage.
It's dead.
I killed it.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that didn't show any form of status at all, right?
It showed bloody.
If you
It had
hovered
its
over
own-
it,
I
it said
hovered.
the hover worked.
The
Oh, okay.
hover always works. That's still here. That's not really automation. It's just a random nameplate
Yeah.
thing that exists.
Dumb out of character question. Are will-o-wisps always Hostile?
Yeah.
They're
Extremely.
Think of them like Pokemon.
yeah.
They're
and
always
I'd even
hostile
say,
for some
like,
reason.
As a paladin, because will-o-wisps are actually undead, you would know that they are.
I did not know
hostile.
they were actually
But
undead.
you-
That's me,
but
me,
Sir
the
Jensen would
player.
know.
Yes.
So, now
Yeah,
you know
typically
the
things
player.
that can't talk that jump out at you, they're usually dead.
Pokemon
It's
rules.
not always true.
Usually.
Pokemon.
Suddenly somebody's on the pro attack everything we see train.
Will-o-wisps? Definitely. Things that don't talk and attack only? Definitely.
Okay.
I tried, it didn't work.
Look, only
You-
when Mike goes.
When has Mike ever done that?
He's about to.
Start of every combat.
All right,
We've
it
been
happened.
We're playing D&D with Mike for years, trust me.
I didn't
He'll
realize
do
we were
it.
doing Super Nintendo Zelda death noises.
Okay.
That was supposed to be Pokemon fight music, but
So, as a reminder, in this room, the bed in this room is upside down on the floor. Its rotted blankets peeking out from underneath the disintegrating mattress. Mounted toward the north wall is a tall, cracked mirror in a stone frame that merges seamlessly with the surrounding wall. And the skeleton was underneath the bed.
Is this not the bookshelf room?
No, you're thinking
Okay,
like
that was a floor down.
two floors
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
I'm gonna look in the mirror.
Okay, you see your reflection.
How does the room look?
The same.
in reverse.
Nope. Well,
I look at
it's
Technically.
nothing weird.
Is it-
Yeah.
It's a mirror image of the room. It's not.
Yeah.
I look at Jensen and I'm like, do you want me to shoot like a spell at it? Something? See if it goes through.
Sure. I don't know why we want that, but it doesn't hurt, I guess.
But I mean, you're checking it out. Is it magic?
Doesn't look it, but I always check myself out. How many opportunities have you seen a mirror in real life?
I don't think I've ever seen you near a mirror, so if this is something you normally do, then I mean, sure.
Oh, how expensive are mirrors in the D&D world?
One's that big? Expensive, probably?
Yeah, they're pretty
Big anything.
pretty
In the
expensive.
medieval
This
times,
one
mirrors were
is
probably really expensive.
already cracked.
Especially if it's a magic mirror. It's cracked?
Does the skeleton have anything on it?
And if it did I accidentally burn it all up?
No, the
He
skeleton
said it
doesn't
was
seem to have
wearing
anything on it.
clothes and it had something.
You can-
It had something that Binz was gonna look at.
It was tattered shreds of a nightgown.
Ah, yes.
Someone can roll up investigation check if they want to. go
And I will
forward.
guidance that someone.
You've
I will
asked
help.
more
I
than
have.
enough questions for me
I
to
will
allow
do it.
Sure.
I don't mind
I'm gonna
doing
volunteer
it.
to
I can't
not
remember
investigate.
who has the highest, and I hate asking when it's time to do it.
Okay, so Aionar is going around the room, and behind the bed, you bump into something. It doesn't seem visible to the naked eye, but as you feel around, it seems to be the outline of an invisible chest.
If I look in the mirror where that area would be, can I see the
Like-
chest?
What are we talking for chest? Like C or D?
Ah,
Brother, you're gonna have to go to mandatory HR training.
You have anti-inspiration.
Thank you.
You are uninspired.
I mean, it's on par for his character, though.
I know.
That's actually accurate.
There's an invisible chest over here. Can someone check invisible? I'll just try to open it.
Do you have an invisible
mean-
key?
So
I might be good at that. I
if
can.
you have thieves' tools, you can try and open it.
I have thieves' tools,
Oh.
and I have a +7 to sleight of hand.
That doesn't
So-
sound right.
You
I
could
might be good
roll
with invisible chests.
a dexterity check with your thieves' tool, so add proficiency. Or if you have expertise in them, add expertise. And roll with disadvantage, because you can't actually see the lock.
How would I know if I had expertise in thieves' tools on
You would have
a
picked it,
character sheet?
so you wouldn't, because you already have your 2 expertises.
Yes, I do.
So
Yes, I put them in sleight of hand and perception. So yeah, that's a good way to know.
It also would tell you on the character sheet at Thieves Tools, like it at the bottom of your character sheet. Do you see the Thieves Tools button?
On which character sheet? D&D Beyond or Foundry?
Foundry. Foundry has your Thieves Tools modifier.
Oh, okay.
With disadvantage.
Oh, it
'cause you
does.
can't
Yes,
see
it
the line.
does.
I will guidance you.
Thank you.
For dexterity checks. Oh.
Ah,
You feel like
It
it
was
probably has to do with the
disadvantage.
fact that you can't see it, but you're not quite able to.
okay.
Get it.
Okay. What if I were to? I've got something for this.
Someone has.
What
a
if
spell
I
score
were to
of not.
pour the ashes of Cephalic Caltro onto the chest so I could see what I'm working with?
It's snow. It's not actually ashes. It's liquid. He's liquid.
What if I poured oil on it?
You need something that, because you need to be able to see the lock, and like the
Okay.
intricacies of it. You're going.
Okay,
I'd
no,
allow it if you
yeah,
could come up with something that would paint a better
I know.
outline.
I was hoping I had a powder, and I forgot that he turned. Wait, he turned to snow, didn't he?
Yes.
Wait, I still have the ashes of my friends in there too, though.
No,
do
they
you-
were.
what do you
when they
hope?
got- when they
I
got
have-
disintegrated. They disappeared.
Okay.
Would I have anything in my cook's utensils or herbalism kit?
You could.
Make something with my herbalism kit?
No.
A little powder? Mortar and pestle?
Roll an herbalism kit check. Okay. Yes, you can make something with powder. You can use some things in it. You stocked it well. You're a good herbalist.
Nice, would this help? And I'll make a little powder and hand it over to him.
So you can make the check again regularly. With
I'll guidance you again.
And all guidance, Aionar's guidance.
You
Perfect.
can't-
And I will help that.
That's like a
Yeah.
D100, right?
You can't
Yep.
help it. Oof.
Damn it!
You are still, even with everything, you are not able
I have
to
a
get the lock.
+5.
And your attempt does kind of brush the powder off, so.
I I scoot back upstairs to where that dead guy is and search him for a key.
Wait, we
Um,
found a key somewhere.
You already used it on the chest that was up there. You could try it again on this one if you'd like. But you already did find at least one chest that worked with.
I mean, I don't know what the odds are of it working, if people key chests to the same key or not, but if we have a key, it seems kind of silly not to try it, right?
It does not work.
I'm gonna go see if the guy we killed was carrying a key.
Sure.
He was raiding this place, but yes.
You
I'll
can
go
Try
and
try-
my
visit.
glaive
He's
in
not
the
alone.
lock.
What?
Can I try my glaive in the lock?
No. It is too small for your glaive.
Damn.
That's
So
first
you
time,
can
brother.
go over to. You
You
can
know,
go
I'm
over
used to it being
the
too small.
corpse of the simulacrum. And you noticed that the simulacrum, when it died, all of the things turned to snow and ice. Because it was a simulacrum and not the actual Zayn.
Is it still snow?
What about the,
that's how a simulacrum dies, is it turns into...
Yeah, but
some
is it
gray.
melting? Is it still snow?
It's pretty cold
Nothing in
here.
Icewind Dale is melting.
It's pretty cold in here. The only reason that Cephalic Caltro melted is because you held it in a pouch that
Yeah.
was near you, like body heat. But
I was just wondering if as we went up the tower, if it was closer to room temperature, or like, it's a magic castle. Who the hell knows?
it is, but it's also buried deep within the snow, so it's still pretty damn cold in here.
The
Okay.
undead creature that was with him.
The
That's
wipe
what-
had a short bow and a sword, and that was it.
No arrows?
I could give you like 3 arrows.
Oh.
Not crossbow bolts, though. Arrows.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, brother, we can figure out this mystery later. Can you lift that chest?
Heave ho.
Yes, you can get the chest.
Bolted to the floor.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna be like, do I just throw my back out?
Well, like obviously fell onto the
The ceiling.
so
Yeah.
it definitely wasn't bolted like the other one. The other one was bolted to the floor. As you remember, the potions fell out of it.
Yeah.
I could use that spell scroll of knock if you want me to.
Can you eventually learn knock, or does that have to be Vice using it because it's a wizard only spell?
It's a great question.
I think the answer is I have to, because I think we've got burned on this before.
I thought anyone could use a spell scroll.
I think
No,
you
because it
have
has to be.
know.
It
Wow,
only
D&D
takes
is
away
really
the.
stupid.
It takes away the spell slot and component requirement, but not the ability to know the spell.
And you can upcast a scroll, and I think there's a DC for it. Like you can cast a scroll from your class if you don't have that level of spell yet.
Is knock a level 2 spell?
It's a level 2 spell.
Then no, I don't.
I don't have 2 spell slots.
I have opinions about D&D right now.
Want to
As
yell
pro
at about them
executive,
angrily
you can
after
call
class?
me.
It's a DC 10 plus the spell's level. So you could make a int check, because intelligence is your modifier, right?
Me?
No, Vice.
Oh,
'Cause Vice doesn't have level 2
No.
spells yet.
I think wisdom is my modifier. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure you're a quasi wizard, so I'm
I have a +3 to spell attack of 1 DC. Yeah, it must be int.
So you can
So
do
what would I need to roll?
ability. You make an int ability check, and it have to be a 12 or higher.
And what happens if I fail?
The spell disappears from the scroll.
I don't know if that's. If you
No,
guys think it's
let's
worth it, I'll
just-
do it. But like,
let's just
I don't
carry
know.
it.
That's what I'm thinking. I think there'll be something better to try that on.
Well, also you eventually learn level 2 spells, right?
If I have a level 2 spell slot,
Then
does
you just
that
cast it? Then you just get it.
then it just casts? Yeah, we should save that then, because I get level 2 spell slots. I just don't have them yet.
I picked the chest back up. I'm just gonna carry it with us.
It's an invisible chest, so it looks really weird, but it works.
Arcane tricksters can use spell scrolls whose spells are on the wizard list.
Yep.
But they cannot learn those spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty
Losers.
specific of what he can learn.
Yeah,
that
it's
does-
because it would get broken if I could just learn whatever.
And it's still good because once you have a level 2 spell slot, you can just use that knock scroll when you want to.
Yep.
I feel like arcane tricksters should get knock though, don't they?
That would seem
Yeah,
like a
well,
very
it's,
arcane.
it's on the wizard spell list, so I will get it eventually.
Gotcha.
Wait, so yeah, we could just blow it because I could just get it.
Good point.
Also,
And
the
it is an
chest back
ability
down.
check, so it can be guidanced.
Say can or can't.
I just
Can.
want to double check that before I.
I don't know. I'm eating some Chinese food in a mad attempt to sober up right now.
Good, because you're gonna need it. Fight of your life next.
Damn, it's a threat.
Dude, I don't know which side of the glaive to hold.
I don't know. You attack with both sides, so I don't think it matters that much.
Yeah,
Do you?
I should. I'm just looking at when I get the level. I'm just making sure knocks on. Yeah, I get it at level 8 though.
Yeah, it'll be later on. You have 4 more levels.
Excuse me, you don't get knocked to level 8?
He's
Yeah.
a rogue. It's almost like a quarter caster.
That's fair.
I learn a lot of level 1 wizard spells, and most of them are utility. So yeah, I don't care if we use the scroll or not, but if we blow it now, we have to wait till level 8 to use knock again, which is 4 more levels.
So never.
But
Yeah,
there's
but-
gonna be a door.
You won't
Can I
learn.
just
I mean, we're
lean
either
on
waiting
this?
4 levels or not waiting 4 levels. Those are the only 2 options.
Yeah, we can either blow the scroll now, and there's probably a door we can use it on that we'll want into, because then we could use it to try to do that, or we can try here to get this chest.
I would rather use it on this because the door.
Okay.
The door
I'm
isn't
good
going to
with
be
anything.
invisible, so if we had failed picking it, Ralgar and I are just going to break the door down anyway, since knock you can hear from 300 feet away.
Does a
Okay.
10 hit the chest?
It does.
And
I guidance.
And it just
if you're-
bounces off.
Damn.
so he's allowed to guidance me,
well, that's
right?
all I got.
Yep, it's an ability check, and you're saying you're doing it, so he definitely knows. Oof. So that does not work. It was a 12. Because it's a level 2 spell, DC 10 plus the spell level. And the scroll disintegrates.
You only have a 1 casting modifier?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm not. It's all my stuff is utility. It's stuff like grease, right? Where like every time they're in the area, they have to keep making the save, so it just sucks.
Well, brother, grab the chest and let's head on out of here.
Yeah, I
Our
was
work
like,
here is
I
done.
would just leave the chest.
Nope.
We're not gonna get into it.
Ralgar can hold like 900 pounds of shit.
Yeah, but you're gonna carry that chest around for months
It weighs
potentially.
25 pounds.
I'm just gonna throw it against every rock that I find.
It's just gonna be a chest full of broken glass and material.
I'm just gonna wait till somebody learns Misty Step and then pry it open a little bit so that person can Misty Step into the chest and get the stuff.
Okay. What would you like to do at the
Open
Learn
the
Misty
chest.
Step.
bottom of the tower?
I would like to throw this chest as hard as I can against a wall.
Sure. It's not going to open it. I can tell you that right now. It does
Did it
seem
fit-
magical.
Did whatever's inside of it break?
You didn't hear it break? No.
Oh, okay.
But it
Some
does
good
seem
stuff in here.
magical.
That's a chest of holding, guys. We missed
Winning.
out. If it didn't make a noise, it's either empty or another dimension.
It's either empty or it's full.
Yeah. At 25 pounds, I'd think not.
Okay. So you haven't looked at the last room yet? The door is open, but no. Okay. So, as Sir Jensen opens the room, an illusionary figure appears upside down in the far corner of the room, standing on the ceiling.
Which corner is the far corner of
be
this room?
not the room you're in right now. It's Sir
Oh.
Jensen. It appears to be the same long-faced human wizard depicted in the statues just inside the spire's entrance. It begins speaking in a strange, possibly forgotten language.
English.
It's not celestial or giant.
It is not.
It's probably Netherese, but of course we don't know that.
So, does anyone know Elvish?
I know celestial, common, and giant.
Nope.
I do not know Elvish.
Bugbarian.
Does
Thieves
it's
can.
not written. Okay. But yeah, no one knows Elvish. Okay. And I cannot help you.
You
Goblin
could.
and Dwarvish.
So guys, I've been thinking about picking up Elvish. What do you guys think?
It's-
Is that a
it
good like
seems to
fourth
disappear.
language?
It seems to finish what it's saying and disappear.
Great. This is going really well so far.
Is there anything
So,
in this room?
In this
Wow.
room, the walls of this chamber are inscribed with interconnected ruins and marred with cracks. What is now the ceiling bears similar inscriptions that swirl inward, converging around a golden crystal disc 5 feet in diameter.
I fly up and I grab the disc.
It is part of the
Who
floor.
got level
The
4?
disc itself is part of the floor.
Oh.
Oh,
Is it interactable in any way?
That's where...
Oh, I still can't see my
Um,
bird.
You can do an Arcana check, because you go up to it, you touch it, and nothing seems to happen. But you
I
can
guess
do
I'm
an
gonna
Arcana
guidance
check
myself.
to see, or anyone can do an Arcana check.
This is
I guidance whoever has better than -2 Arcana.
I'll do an Arcana check.
I'll help.
does the disc look like something I saw in one of my books?
No, because what you saw in your books were like simple illusionary magic and things like that. There's and the Netherese Empire and that kind of thing didn't really have anything on this book. But with a successful Arcana check, you know that the purpose of this is to transform illusionary creatures and objects into real ones. The ruined chamber can't produce magic items, animated objects, constructs, or undead. A life spark is needed to turn an illusionary creature into a physical one, acting like electricity, and the cracks in the walls have damaged enough of the ruins to compromise the room's magic, which might give rise to unexpected results.
Oh.
So
See
exactly
that
what
crack?
Sam
That means
was
it's
talking
broken.
about.
That guy was at least telling some of the truth.
I think he
I
was telling
mean-
most. I think he was mostly telling the truth on everything he told us. However, it doesn't matter because he's not here anymore, and I can't see a use for this room with him dead.
I mean, he told a good lie. He told only the good parts and just omitted the bad parts, therefore not lying.
I don't even think he omitted the bad parts. If he omitted the bad parts, he wouldn't have said what organization he worked with.
He was just betting on us not knowing it. And it would have worked too.
It wasn't for
We
you
didn't have
Megan
Ralgar.
kids.
If it weren't for those pesky kids.
If it weren't for those harbors. Oh,
I
I'm
wonder
not
if this
supposed
would
to say
work
that
on
word.
Mage Hand.
I have a mage hand.
Are you gonna try to turn your mage hand into a real hand?
No.
All of a sudden, you just put it there, and there's just a hand.
We need a life spark, though, guys.
Yeah, that seems like a
What
not
about
worth it.
You
Not worthwhile.
have life
train.
sparks. You're all.
We-
You all have a life spark.
Yeah, but like, what happens? Do we die and then the hand becomes us? Like, what?
So Zan
Doesn't it?
said that it doesn't have any lasting effect. You just feel tired.
I don't believe him, though.
You don't have to.
He was
I'm
clearly
just
a
letting
liar.
you know the one thing you know about this.
And I pointed at the crack. That was my help for Aionar. I was like, look, this shit's broken. He figured
think
out all
you-
the hard stuff.
I think you should poke it. I think you should poke it with a mage hand.
Poke it with the chest.
What if it never comes back? What if it's limp forever after that?
Yeah, I'll grab the chest from my brother and fly it up and touch it to the thing.
Just set it down on the ceiling.
Is this like an electricity thing where it's going to conduct through the chest and just kill him anyway?
Nothing happens with the chest because the chest is a real thing. It's not illusionary.
It's just invisible. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Imagine if one of us had minor illusion, how cool that shit could get.
could be cool.
We could have a
Except-
Tarask.
It would probably. No.
We could name him Jim. He'll follow us around.
But it's broken, so it probably wouldn't work for us.
Yeah, he might get hungry or something too.
Correct. And then what would we feed him? Ourselves.
Yeah.
The world.
I feel like I'd start with the white. You could feed him a white. It's like jerky.
Oh, you don't have to worry. He'll consume like the world. Tarask would be bad news.
I have no idea what one of those are. Anywho, back up to the 3rd floor.
Sure.
Yeah, back down to the 3rd floor.
The easiest way to describe a Trask would be like, imagine a dinosaur the size of a state.
Why would we have one of those?
Tarrasques are literally nature.
Well, that's
It's
exciting.
ridiculous.
I climb up the rope to the second floor.
Imagine fighting nature.
If you're gonna go towards leaving, you're able to get out just fine.
Yeah. Well, I assume that we want to
Whoa,
make camp.
whoa,
The whole
whoa,
point of
whoa,
this
whoa.
was to make camp, right?
Okay. You
So
can
we make camp and whatever.
I thought we already rested and we were gonna go fight the lunatics.
No,
No,
you need
I'm
to.
rested.
we
I'm not
You
Well,
rested.
didn't
we were
do,
walking-
Like, anything. You didn't take any damage.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. So
Okay,
We
'cause,
were-
yeah, like
we
I'm
were-
full health and I had
we
full
were
spell
walking-
slots.
we were walking along the river to get back, and this was around the logical resting point, and we wanted to investigate this before we went to bed so that
Yeah.
nothing crazy came out to murder us.
Oh, right.
Are we at fear of exhaustion?
I thought that's why we stopped
yeah,
here.
you were pretty close to.
I mean, to
exhaustion.
keep adventuring here.
I mean,
What else is
you-
there to do here? We got to the bottom.
There's 4 other dudes here.
What?
What?
You got to the bottom.
There's nobody
What?
else here.
He said there was 4 other guys.
He said
He
there
said
was
they were
3
dead.
other guys in Icewind Dale.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought they were here racing him though, because they
In
all want to
No.
kill each
Icewind
other.
Dale.
No, they've all been sent to Icewind Dale on missions.
Oh, I thought they were all here trying to kill each
Cleared out
other to
the
get the
tower.
thing first.
No, they're in that other city.
Well, that my point was maybe we
Luskin.
didn't, and there's like secret doors or something.
They
So
also
that's
said
why
they
I was
weren't
like,
in
what?
Luskin. They're here. They're
Okay.
in Icewind Dale, not in this spire.
Yeah, that
You've
was
already reached the
either
bottom of the spire.
I've either forgotten or misunderstood. I thought they were all here somewhere,
No,
and we
no,
were
no,
still tracking, or like I knew we may not track them down, but I thought that was a possibility. Yeah, then let's rest and get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do the thing.
What'd you guys do today? We magic machine gunned a will-o-wisp. We failed to pick an invisible lock, and someone yelled at us in a language we don't understand, and we killed a guy. So like,
We killed a guy and found the room that was magically significant only to him.
yep.
yeah, it was a weird day. I don't normally journal, but I might start because I think we might want to get some of this out.
We've been having we've been having a strange series of long rests.
It's been
The one
weird.
before this was the one that teleported us across the map.
I'm just gonna say it, but like, not because of you guys specifically, but I think all of our lives have gotten a little bit worse since we got together. We've
What
gotten
we-
beat up significantly more than I usually do.
You usually get beat up.
Yeah, I'm a goblin.
That's true.
But at least you didn't get vaporized in an instant.
I had my shoulder
That
rubbed by somebody who was.
One time. It's transformative.
I experienced it with us.
Look, all right, that was a consensual shoulder rub.
Every single night that
You
we
need
rest,
to
me and my
reread
brother are
the
gonna
consent
beat on
portion.
that thing with a hammer until the.
Nothing happens every single night.
Detect magic won't work on that, right? Because it doesn't work on things that are invisible.
It'll detect.
What?
It would detect
no,
that
you
it
can
is
totally
magic.
detect magic
It
on
would
invisible
detect that it's
things.
magic.
Well,
It
no,
would
it,
tell you the
it says.
school of magic that it's being used. Or
Well,
not.
it says visible creature or object, so I assumed the visible part carried over to the object.
Like, once you've identified an invisible chest, you could detect magic on it, but it would just tell you that it has illusion magic to be invisible, so you wouldn't learn anything new.
Well, on one of the long rests, because I'm assuming we had to sleep a couple times, I switched my spells to do detect magic, cast it on it, and then I switch it back
So,
out
yeah,
again.
You would know it's illusionary magic and also some transmutation magic of the chest itself.
Is that what
Hey,
the
you learned something
transmutation?
more.
Is the transmutation one the reason we're not breaking it?
Yes, it seems to be that.
Oh, good. All right.
The chest itself is magical beyond just being invisible.
I wonder how
Gotcha.
much the chest is worth.
I bet you we could sell it like D&D like random item salesman or the Diablo random item salesman.
Like, I feel like a town like East Haven would care to open that chest and find out what's in it. They may buy it.
So we're just gonna roll up, be like, "Yo, we will either open this chest or you can buy it from us and open it."
No, we're not going to let them open
Or,
it. We're just going to sell it. That's not an option for them to just open it. They can buy it from us, or we'll take it somewhere else and sell it. And then
Is
we
there
buy
a
axe beaks.
is there a low-level wizard in East Haven?
You could probably find some form of magic shop.
Could we find somebody who could cast the spell knock, and we'll pay them to cast the spell knock on it?
That's a
yeah,
good
you
idea.
could probably find some. I imagine you could find at least a low-ish level wizard.
That's a
Or
pretty
can we-
reasonable. Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable spell to find
That's
somebody.
like level
Level
3
2.
is
It's
where
level
you
2.
would learn it. Is it level 3 wizard? Could you get your first second level spell slot at 3, or is it 4? I think it's 3.
It'd be 3.
So
I
it's
would
a pretty
assume that
low-level
there are
wizard.
shops that just hold scrolls and they charge you however many it takes.
That would.
I feel like that's worse.
sketchy. It's like it's a lottery. It's a.
Depends how good the
gamble.
wizard is.
It's some
They've
low.
got a
int
plus
wizard.
5, you're
no,
probably
it's
good.
a low int wizard, and it's a racket. Like
It's a
it purposely is
barbarian who
low
took one
int.
level into wizard. This is Blurb. He sometimes can open things. And when he can't, he'll smash it or your money back.
You have to pay
We already
for
have
each
one of those. His
scroll.
name is Ralgar.
Yeah, but
I
that's
did
not
just-
working out.
I did chuck that as hard as I could against a wall. So.
You also attacked it with a glaive while we were trying to figure out how to open it.
I attempted to pick it with a glaive. Thank you. There's a difference.
I definitely blame Ralgar for doing that, and that's why I couldn't open it.
So
That's fair.
you
Yeah.
make your
Sounds
way
like
to
you're
East
not that
Haven.
talented.
Make your way to East Haven.
You're still making your way to East.
No, you make it all the way
Some
there.
say they're making their way to East Haven to this day.
This is why I
Nothing
want to
crazy
trade that
happens.
chest for axe beaks.
And you
Once
make
we
your
open it
way-
and know what's inside.
What's the name of the inn here? Let's look that up real quick.
The Weston Inn.
The White Lady Inn, that's right. That's where you hold the seance. You know exactly where that is. You make your way towards the inn. And as you're walking along in the streets, a familiar cloaked beggar starts walking what looks towards the gate. And as she sees you guys, her cloak falls back a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, you guys are supposed..." And she falls face down in the snow. Baldora, seemingly unconscious.
I mean, if it's Beldora, I'm running up and checking in on her.
Yeah, I'm checking on her too.
I'm checking my surroundings
Is
because
she
I
drunk
can
again?
help her better than they can.
Someone can do a medicine
I'll take a
check.
guard position roll.
Whoever is going to Baldora can do a medicine check.
I'll give them guidance.
I'll do a medicine check.
Wait, before you guys roll, would it
I
be
want
better
the
for you to
first-
help?
I want the
One
first
of you to help the other?
because I'm bad at this shit.
He's actually
didn't
not bad
need-
at that shit. So someone else can, Aionar can roll it with guidance if he wants as well. Okay. So Ralgar, you can
I
tell
would
that she's
run
not
in
drunk.
just not giving a shit. Yeah.
She's not drunk. There is something wrong. And Aionar, through searching, would be able to tell that when you pull back her cloak on her right arm, there seems to be severe frostbite. Not just what you'd expect from being cold, but almost seeming magical in nature, slowly making its way up her right arm.
So not something I could just lay on hands to get her back to conscious.
Correct. Well, it's not like...
Well,
You
she
could
might become
probably lay on
conscious. You couldn't
hands her
heal
to
the
get her
arm, though.
conscious, for sure. You'd be able to do that. It wouldn't necessarily heal the arm, but it would bring her back to consciousness. Sure.
I'll lay on hands there for a gentleman's 10.
Sure.
Wait.
So
What's the amount to get rid of poisons and stuff? Is it
it's 5. So if it
Could
was
you
a
do
poison,
5 in case she goes down again? You can do it again.
I try to remove a poison?
So it doesn't remove it. It does get her conscious.
All
And she
right.
pops up looking really groggy, like, oh,
10. And
fancy meeting you guys here.
Good, you're
you're
not dead nor drunk.
you're frostbiting pretty
What
good.
happened to you?
Oh, you know, just
No, we don't.
going out and I did a little risky. I might have gone to Targos. Said I was gonna go. Decided I could go help out a little bit. Found out some things. Got found out a little bit. Got cursed. I don't think it's a curse. It seems to be some form of something. Probably like a greater restoration style thing.
Oh, like syphilis? Okay.
Is that your dominant arm?
Yes. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. And it's cold.
You're probably going to lose it.
I don't think it can come off. I think it's... I don't know. Positive news. I got these. And she pulls out a set of 5 amulets that look like black swords. Because that's the people, the devil cult that is said to be in Caer-Dineval. I went and I got these. That way maybe you can figure out what's happening with the speaker there and get speakership or get on his good side. And then maybe convict the guy in Targos. Because that's... Yep.
So what exactly did you do?
I went to Targos. I learned some things, and I learned some things about
exactly,
him
like in more
being
detail.
So he seems to be kind of untouchable, as far as that goes. The speaker.
What
of
did
Targos.
you do?
What did I do? I just
Yeah,
did my normal.
What did you do to get cursed?
In the streets, just gathering information about the whole place. But like I had said last time you saw me, he knows me and who my informant was. So I tried to be really stealthy, but I wasn't stealthy enough. And it seems like he also has some form of favor with the Frostmaiden. And when
that sounds kind of bad.
Who I was, he was able to get some form of a curse or disease or something on me.
If it's a disease, I'm going to use 5 more points to get rid of the disease.
Which you did say greater restoration. So you would
But my
know
thing does get...
that...
Yeah, but she's probably cursed. She doesn't know what it is, but she did say greater restoration levels of needing.
Right, and that usually goes above and beyond the lay on hands. If it was it's still a good thing to try, just in case. If you wanted to.
I'll try 5. It does say disease or poison, so I'll try the 5 points for disease.
Sure. You see it stop a little bit, but then it starts creeping up again. Like it started to have a bit of an effect, but it seems stronger than... it seems a little bit too strong on the magic. Like, being able to cast it might buy more time, but it's not going to cure it. But yeah, so... I decided to go another route. Learned about some things in Caer-Dineval. Had some concrete evidence that there is indeed a cult there. Was able to get some amulets to get you guys in there, so you can hopefully get some... Essentially, I think the only way we're gonna get the guy out of Targos is if you guys have either 2 very friendly speakers, or one, since you have 1 speaker among you, and then 1 that you're very friendly with, or if the one in Caer-Dineval is dead, you are 2 speakers in the party. I just didn't want to sit by.
I think the speaker here likes... Fair. Do you don't happen to know the knock spell, do you?
I do not know much. I'm not combative or magical or much. I
You're
know
not
how to
much. Got
gather
it.
So like,
information.
look, I'm all for like saving the world,
Mhm.
which is essentially what you're vaguely asking us to do.
Mhm.
But like, I think we kind of need to know who we're working for here.
I've been wondering the same thing. Because you know that I've only seen like the hooded figure of V, the one that originally sent out the message.
Yeah, but
I've talked to her. She seems pretty.
that's who you
Angry
work
at
for.
Ariel.
But we kind of work for you at this point.
Sure. Do you want to know anything about me?
I'd like to know who I'm
What's your perfect
risking
Sunday?
my life for.
What do you
Like-
want to know?
What are you part of? Like, why are you doing this?
Part of a greater organization that I am not at liberty to say. You would know
Yeah,
them.
so like,
I can give you some details. They're good. They do a lot of really good things. They help people who are downtrodden.
Reaganomics trickle-down effect. You must be working for billionaires.
I
see,
can't.
that's
I can't just. I'd be. I feel like me not telling you who it is should probably. Some people know right away when I say that, and I'm really hoping that you're one of them.
I am.
I'm gonna wink real
I am.
fucking hard at Vice.
No, I know. I'm gonna say I am.
But I can't say.
That's enough. That is enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to say. But you understand why I need to know that.
I understand. I'm asking a lot. I mean, look at what happened to me. I'm probably gonna die at some point soon. So.
I know.
What?
That's why I had to.
Oh,
you-
when this frostbite
Dude,
takes over
look at her arm.
my whole
That's-
body,
that's
I
a-
turn into a cold light walker, and then I try and kill people.
Yeah,
That's my
like
guess.
this is bad news bears.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. I don't like it, but I had to make a decision. And I didn't want to sit idly by and do nothing when I could potentially help.
This map is very difficult for me to figure out where my mouse cursor is
Right.
if I haven't been looking directly
Look.
at it.
If I help you, are you willing to help me?
I mean, I can't say no because I'd be in your debt. So, like, you would save my life, but you don't. I think it's more important that you. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I won't turn down help since, like, I'm gonna probably die. But I also think it's very important that you deal with what's happening here. That's not me.
I agree. But if I help you, will you help me?
I will.
Assuming that we solve this issue for you and you don't die.
Hmm? Yes.
Okay.
Does anyone know what he's talking about?
I have no idea what he's talking about. I was going to help you regardless.
Okay.
I want to know if I can have a favor from you. Will you help me?
So, I think
Vice,
the
if you
biggest
drank too
favor-
much beer,
Like
I'll
you
hold
need
it for
some
you.
help.
Wow. That's pretty big.
You know,
We really need to remove that R.
You will
I
owe
would-
me a favor.
I get what you're saying, and you're right. No, I sound like I wouldn't need help because they say one of the first things that go is your mind start. Well, after your arm and the frostbite is your mind.
Oh, that's
starts
really
to
sad.
go,
Hilarious.
and then you start saying some weird things, and it's not great because like it's she's. Frostmaiden's a pretty terrible thing, and her curse isn't great, and what she's done here is pretty terrible. And maybe she's just misunderstood. Maybe she isn't bad at all. Maybe we got it all wrong. And then she snaps back like she just blacked out. And we really should probably stop her.
So
Oh.
saying
I
weird
heard
No,
stuff.
she's eating the dogs.
How long has
Saying
it
weird
been?
stuff, huh?
How long has it been?
Oh, I mean, probably a couple days.
No. It's been longer, hasn't it?
I don't remember.
Been longer
Really
for
weird
what?
thing that happened yesterday.
You know what? We're
is I
going to
started-
East Haven. You wanna come have a drink?
You're in East Haven right now. You're in the streets of East Haven.
Yeah, we're going there.
We're heading to the tavern. Do you want to come have a drink?
I can't say no to a drink.
Well, you could. That sounds like you're an alcoholic on top of it. But I like where your
Me
head's at.
too.
As we're heading to the tavern, I kind of like whisper to Ralgar. I'm like, we're not gonna see her again.
Like, she knows invisibility?
No, like she's probably gonna die before we come back. So let's go eat.
Does Ralgar know what death means?
You killed
you
so many
so
things.
many people.
I would think that's almost all you understand is how to get to it.
So also while you're going back to the tavern, she'd be talking to the person who knows the most medicine, Aionar, and be like, is it weird if you start coughing up like snow and ice with a little bit of blood?
I'm gonna give her
Yeah.
my last lay on hands.
Don't waste your time.
I'm a.
We're gonna get to have a meal and then she's gonna die.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her another lay on hands to slow that disease down as best I can.
It does.
Didn't she say she would turn?
To a cold
Yep.
light walker. Which
Yeah.
which 4 of you has faced before? It was with the
We're gonna,
ice
we're gonna
weapons.
have to if I'm still talking to Ralgar, I'm explaining that we're gonna have to do this. Like we have to do this.
I don't like this.
Is there
And that
nobody
if
in town
he
who
wants
can
to
do
sit
that?
that one out, that he can go sit in
You
the
can look around for someone
the
that knows
inn.
greater restoration. Like you
I'm gonna do
can.
that.
there are other avenues
So
that you
the
can attempt
the other thing,
for sure.
we didn't know if we could get knock. I don't know if we're gonna get
I said you
greater
could get knocked.
restoration.
I said you could get knocked. I said that you could.
It sounded close.
Greater
it sounded
restoration would be
close.
harder, but if there is someone, it would be East Haven, Bryn Shander, or Targos. Those are the 3 biggest towns.
Yeah.
So you're in.
Yeah, I'll
one of
look
the
for
highest
I'll look for
cost
somebody
areas.
that'll do the restoration spell.
I don't
Okay.
think that we have
It's
any, even in
Well-
the universe of enough money to afford that.
this isn't Underdark.
don't-
We have
Remember
we
that.
have the chest.
Yeah, but
We
like,
have
the
the-
chest.
that's-
and you have
It's got to be worth a lot of money. It's a magic chest with who knows what in it.
you have.
I'm
what?
sure that's
Mystery
worth a
chest.
greater restoration.
I-
The
we'll-
invisibility of it
Let's
alone.
worry about what it costs if we find it. There's no sense in arguing whether or not we can afford something that might not exist.
but we're
Let's just
poor.
go find it, and we'll figure that out after.
Yeah. So
You're only as poor as you feel.
So
is,
I feel pretty poor.
where's everyone
Well, what's our
going?
group? What's our group money at?
64?
Plus 96 silver and 300 copper.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck you for the small change.
67?
No, 96. You're
60.
into the 70s, I think.
Oh, is it 10 silver per?
Yeah.
and I've got 7 on me. I'll
Okay.
give 7, but like we're
Fif-
still like
I've got
that doesn't
15.
move the needle, guys.
I've got
Yeah.
15 gold on me.
That doesn't move the needle either. We need hundreds.
Like, we're rich going into a tavern, but when it comes to magical things, we are very poor.
We can
Yeah.
afford like a glow stick, guys.
I
we can
might-
share it.
Well, I might barter for an IOU or see if the town will lend us any money since we're basically giving them enough food to feed their
I-
people.
Sure.
I think we can just straight trade the chest though. Like it's a magic chest that's magically reinforced. All they gotta do is get someone smart enough to pick the lock and they can just use it as a magical chest. It's gotta be worth enough for a greater restoration.
That's fair, but we should we should send somebody out looking for knock or look for knock and greater restoration at the same time.
We should be doing both at the same time, but if we find greater restoration, we should just straight trade the chest for it and not worry about the cost.
Don't you want to know what's in the chest?
Not
Nope.
really.
What if
it's
there's
worth
more?
more
What if
than
it-
the chest?
or- yeah.
It probably is, but like,
What if
Later
what if a
restoration.
diamond component? What if there's a diamond in there, so we get rid of the diamond component?
so here's the thing. By the time we find both of those people, she'll be dead.
I don't think so.
Nah, she's a tough old girl.
She's coughing up snow.
And you
And
know,
she's
so am I
babbling.
some days.
Yeah, and I
like,
I
I'm
double scored the
thinking,
disease.
like she has to come with us because if we leave her there, she's gonna turn.
So, let's go find these things.
She has to come with us though.
We're still going to do it. Arguing here just makes it take more time.
Yeah, but we can't leave her there.
I'm not suggesting we are. Just take her with us.
She might not be able to come.
But can I use a shield as my spellcasting focus?
Yeah, what if I paint my talisman on the shield?
Is she in any condition to come waltzing around the town with us?
Someone could
I
probably
will
prop her
use blue paint.
up. Someone could probably prop her up and make sure, like, she passed out in the snow,
I will
but
carry her.
she's got a lot of lay on hands that just happened in a very short period of time.
You got 10 health and two paws diseases put on her.
She got so many hands
So
laid
at
on
least
her.
for the time being, she can see. She should be able to walk.
Okay.
I'll go see if I can find the knock. Someone who can cast not like.
I'll come with you because if we can even find a scroll, we've got it.
Okay, so then we need the chest.
Can you hold
That
the
means
chest?
we need Ralgar. No, it's 25 pounds.
It's
I
25
can carry
pounds.
the chest.
Yeah, we can carry the chest.
Okay, so
I'm staying near wherever Beldor is.
Beldora would go wherever Ralgar went, because Ralgar can hold her up easier. Because
You guys
Jack.
should take her to find greater restoration while we're going to do the chest stuff.
That's what we said we were doing, yes.
I'm gonna look for churches.
There's a couple churches.
I'm
Do I
also
know
going to
what a
suggest
church
we
looks
check in
like?
with the guard captain that we know,
Sure.
that we've done favors for,
Okay.
and see if they
Oh,
know
yeah.
where to get that kind of stuff
Dude, are
done.
you kidding? The churches probably own the guard.
Perfect. Kill two birds with one stone.
Getting two
So-
birds stoned at once.
First,
That's how
you
the saying
are-
goes.
You are able to find a wizard pretty easily in one of the stalls. Or no, he's got a full shop. Dude's got a shop. I'm gonna give him that.
Chilling in an alley.
Yeah.
It's not that sketchy.
Jim's potions. It's just like a little tent outside, 4 flasks, semi-translucent.
And he has like a sign of wizard services, and one of them is knock. It's got it's 20 gold pieces because it doesn't cost any spell components or anything like that. It's just
Cool.
Oh,
his
yeah.
services.
How much money did we bring? I've got 7.
So I don't actually know who holds Dugan's Hole.
We all hold Dugan's Hole.
You guys all
No,
have a
I
certain amount of
don't.
gold on you at all times.
I'm gonna
Standing on
say,
me right
I'm
now,
gonna say we
I
had
have
enough
7.
on us
I'm just
because
saying
it's such a
you
small
had
amount.
20 between the two of you at least.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna empty my pockets though.
You want me to? Cool.
You
What would
you
you
guys
say? What
aren't
would you
gonna
like me
burn
to
it all
open?
for that shit?
I don't really see.
Time is of
No.
the essence.
What would you like me to open? I don't see.
This
Oh,
magic chest.
And I slam my hand onto nothing.
Jesus Christ. He kind of feels where. Oh, okay.
Maybe he'll buy the chest after you pull the items out.
he takes the. This is a really nice chest.
He's gonna die or something ridiculous.
He takes. the.
He's trapped.
He just casts the spell on the chest. It makes a really loud knocking sound because that's what the spell knock does. And it opens up. And inside the chest is an ancient leather-bound spellbook that bears a rune on its spine, identical to that on the amulet that you had.
Oh right.
Hey, Aionar,
Yeah.
why don't we read this while we walk back and see if we can figure out if it says
And a
anything
few
about the
seconds
curse?
after the chest opens, the spellbook disintegrates.
I take it out. I take.
God damn it.
That isn't me. That's the book. I didn't do the dust thing. The book did the dust thing. But it's a really nice chest, and the wizard does comment on the chest multiple
Bullshit.
times. It's able to.
How much do you think this
things-
chest is worth?
Oh, 100 gold pieces. 100 gold pieces for sure.
Can I want to like study him. I feel like I'm a charlatan and I want to know if he is. Yeah. I hate asking for the check, but
No, you can. I mean, if you're studying him, you can. That's an insight check.
I-
That's it.
yeah. I like asking it differently. Yeah.
He
14?
seems like he legitimately is. He's not trying to swindle you. It is 100 gold pieces, and he does say, "I'll pay you the 100 gold pieces." You can store. I mean, sadly, that book was really old, but if you store like a not terribly ancient spell book, it'll last for a while. That book could have been in there for thousands of years, and it just barely turned to dust.
What if instead we start playing Call of Cthulhu?
You know, Aionar, I think we sell the chest.
Yeah.
I gave you one of the things you were looking for, like.
Obviously, I'm not directing that at you.
It just disintegrates.
You're not going to play Call of Cthulhu with us.
You're not invited.
Sure,
I'll take the
I'll take it.
$100.
Doesn't require
there
a
you
DM.
go. It's a great chest. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna open my own club with blackjack and hookers.
And none of them turn to dust when you pick them up.
I don't think that
Frank
this
is
would
also
be...
like, just like me reliving that's actually written it. Like, there's so many times I read something in a Wizards campaign and I'm like, no.
So I don't
Just
think it would
no.
be as bad if I hadn't done that so many times in my own
I know,
campaign.
yeah.
Because I didn't want to
God.
give you even more things.
Like,
We just
You
wanted a
wouldn't
rug.
have
We
a
wanted
rug.
a
I
rug.
found a cool rug, and I picked it up and it turned to dust.
for context, the session we played on Sunday had a fucking troll that hit 5 times, and if he hit
Yeah,
twice,
that
he
was-
did an extra 2d6 damage on the next 3. Like,
You hit hard.
Oh, that's rude.
they suck.
Yeah.
All right,
You got 100 gold.
we'll take the money.
I put it on my character sheet, but I plan to deposit it in Dugan's hole when we meet up as a group.
Everyone must.
Could you
deposit
imagine if we had
Dugan's
opened that chest, left the chest there, and got disappointed the book disintegrated?
That would have been the worst. That literally would have been the worst.
Does
I
the book
would've-
disintegrate in that place too?
Yes. It's because the chest is climate controlled, but the second
Yeah,
the climate gets in,
it's so cold outside it turned
it
to dust.
disintegrates. It's one of those. I would have made such a note that that chest was worth a lot of money if that had happened, because I would have felt so bad. If
Could we
left-
have tried to like maneuver the book inside the
No.
chest? But no,
No.
it was a bait. It was
Yeah.
a literal bait.
It could have just. It should have just said it's empty and said the chest is really good to sell, or it could have been partially open to begin with, so that you knew it.
That's legit why I said the chest is trapped and he'll probably just die. Like it's probably
bait.
nothing good.
It's 100% bait.
Wow.
Neat. All right. Do we find somebody to heal Baldora?
So through talking to the guard,
How's my quest going?
you are able to know of a cleric who is in a church of Lathander,
Lathander.
which is, I believe, one of the gods of light,
Yes.
and you're able to seek him out pretty easily.
He's a real one.
Yeah.
Before we go up to him, I pre-guidance myself for this spell, this
Sure.
this
It's a
tab,
minute,
so they
so
don't
sure
watch
enough.
me do it.
So you go up to him. It's a dwarf cleric, really long beard in braids, bald on top.
Oh my
wearing-
God, it's Bartholomew.
I don't think Bartholomew is bald.
Sup,
Bartholomew
buddy?
he has
What
like,
year is it though? Maybe you got older.
also, but Bartholomew doesn't follow. It doesn't matter. You never would have figured that out. With like long cleric robes on, and he greets you and says, "Greetings in the name of Lathander. How may I help you this day?"
Our friend here is cursed, and we're hoping to find something to break it.
Like, we'll hold Beldor out in front of him.
She's like, "Yeah, this looks pretty. Oh, it's getting worse now, isn't it? That's not good." He's like, "That looks terrible." So, I do know of a way to stop that, but it is a costly endeavor.
Name your price.
400 gold pieces.
Woo! Do you take installments?
Sadly, no,
Yes.
no on the installment front. How much do you have?
We don't know about that extra 100 yet.
You
So,
do not.
69.
so as far as we know, we have what, like 90? Because
something.
you said you said you had
74.
You said you had 70 something, and I had 15.
Okay.
We
so you're like 90.
we start shaking out the boots and we're like,
I have 10.
Counting's not my strong
Yeah.
suit.
You're at roughly
We have about
100.
90 to start, and my word is speaker of good mead that'll pay you back.
Yeah, do you take
Actually,
credit against
yeah.
an entire
Wait.
town?
Yeah, he's got a town of collateral. This could work. You're helping the town, not the
You're
guy.
not there right now.
I know. But that's what he's asking. By invoking the name of Goodmead.
Is there any way...
I will help. I volunteer.
It definitely helps. I would need some form of... Because I know you're the speaker of Goodmead. What do you plan to do to repay me? I guess describe what... Because I want to help, but my hands are slightly tied.
Our money generally comes from adventuring. Recently, we don't seem to make much profit because we tend to do things either pro bono or volunteer the good things that we have, which is actually true. But
I mean-
you know, our adventuring loot, we're going out. We have several quests. We have several concepts of quests to go do.
Brother,
They're in the
you are
planning
the-
phases.
He has the concept of a quest.
brother, but you're the speaker of good meat, and didn't we recover a bunch of those barrels of good meat? Like I dragged those back from the woods.
I don't think that those barrels of good mead were in the neighborhood of hundreds. This is me out of character saying I don't think the barrels were worth hundreds of gold.
I
Were
don't
they?
know what an entire cask of mead goes for.
It's a good point. I don't either.
I'm a member of the Cooks Guild. We could always set something up and get some people fed
Are
in town.
you the Bins?
I am the
and
Vince. Can I pull out a cookbook with my picture on the front?
I already have one.
Jesus,
So,
boom, fucking cloak.
So- out of character, a cask is worth like 2 gold.
Yeah, so we would be having a promissory, basically the entire year's output of good mead.
Worth it.
No,
So
not to good
you
medians.
can do a persuasion check with advantage because of Bins.
And guidance, because I
Just because of
pre-guidance
Vince.
myself.
Um,
We get an advantage for the cookbook and not for being speaker.
being speaker gives you the check. Having Bins gives you the advantage.
Being speaker got the door.
22.
Holy fuck, Rod.
We did not deserve this, but we're getting it anyway.
I like where I need a commitment in time, and I need because the church isn't doing terribly well. I like your offer, but I need to know that you can get me the money in a timely manner.
What?
'Cause I'm
So this
using
is
a
again out of character.
diamond-
How much time did it take us to accumulate all the things that we? How many weeks have we been playing for?
So you, as
About
far
a
as
week
Months.
and change, yeah.
inside the 10 towns, you've probably only been doing that for a week, but you've taken like 2 weeks travel or something like that by going.
So
on
we've been
outset.
playing. Our characters
almost a
have been
month.
in existence for almost a month.
Yeah.
I know that we'll be able to repay you in under a month. The month is the long end. I don't expect it to take that long.
And I assume we would show up soon.
Here's the deal. I'll accept it, but what would happen if you didn't show up in that month? What are you willing to put on the line? It's a diamond, they're very rare, and I do... Technically, I shouldn't be doing this in general, because they're normally... These diamonds are saved for the...
Well, if I give him my... What if I give you my word as a paladin?
What if you put your speakership on the line if you don't come back within a month?
That's... As a player, that's way easier, because then I don't become an oath breaker.
Yes.
If you don't come back within a month, Goodmead speakership goes to the Church of Lathander.
If that's what it takes.
Can I ask? Cause I out of character. Do I know which alignment the church currently holds between?
Church of Lathander is good. Like Lathander, sure, it's hard times, which is probably why they're so pressed for diamonds and money. Like they can't just give
Okay, but
up
they're
their
not
stuff,
like
but Lathander
They're not
is a
bad people.
good guy.
Oh yeah, they're
Okay,
good.
Like,
okay, yeah.
He wouldn't
But
suffer
like,
that.
would,
suffer
but
no
I guess the real question is Goodmead aligned with Lathander? Because like there are tons of
Goodmead
good
isn't allied
gods.
to anything.
They will be.
currently.
But-
It
no, but,
will
like,
be
is-
after
will be.
No,
the church moves in.
but just like that's kind of what you're doing. You're now putting religion onto the people of Goodmead. How does that weigh on your soul?
Fine. We're doing what we can to help. If we had more money, we wouldn't need to.
When do we show up?
You show up right about now.
We come in right.
How
Hey guys,
convenient.
I know we don't have enough with us right now, but like I just got 100 gold for that chest.
I'm also gonna pull out the brown bear pelt and direwolf pelt I have.
And
See
I
if-
ask, like, how much
Would
are we
these
short?
pelts be of any payment towards you?
Not personally, but the 100 gold would bring you up to around 200. That's still about half. I
I
think
pull
our deal
out
would
space
still
metal
stand.
from Doug and Gog's cave, and I say, I don't know how much this is worth, but it's kind of cool.
I don't even know what that is.
Me
Well,
either, but it looks like space metal or something.
We
That's
already
not
have
worth
twice.
to me.
We already have twice of what we thought. If you want to heal this person, then we can go around hawking this, seeing what it gets to, and we'll
That
be
will
back. We'll have the
easier
rest
for
in
you
under
to
a month.
get- Exactly. If anything,
But
it would be
I'm
easier.
assuming this person's on a timetable that
It
is
looks like it.
significantly under a month.
I would wager a couple hours. She's like, yeah, it's
Can
not
I
feeling
work it
that, and
off?
she just throws up a bunch of snow and ice on the ground.
Can I work it
Maybe we
off?
should get this moving.
Can you work it off?
Yeah.
In the church?
Yeah.
I mean, I have to be able to replace the monetary value of this diamond.
Have you guys ever done like a
What if we
fundraiser, like
promise
baked
to
goods?
bring you back a diamond? Like,
That works.
there's
too.
gotta be
or,
so-
or you could just bring me back the money worth of 200 gold. That
Yeah,
in,
we're
in
Just
a
over
month.
200.
okay. Well, okay,
Yeah.
so just 200 within a month, that's it?
Yeah, 'cause
the
we've already
deal
got
we
the
just
re-
had.
we've-
I don't want to screw
Yeah,
you guys
they're-
over at all. The deal Sir Jensen and I just had was that. And
Okay,
if
perfect.
it doesn't happen, then good.
We
news.
just got here.
Let's
Yeah.
redo it from scratch.
So yeah,
That's
if
good.
You,
No, let's
if you
do it.
can't bring
and
that,
scene.
I thought it was going to be way more than that. We're
the
good.
deal is 200
Can-
gold.
Can
and
I
if it doesn't come
paint
in a month,
my god symbol on my shield?
Goodmead would go to the Church of Lathander. That's all you need to be caught up on.
Oh.
But yeah, I can do that. We can get this over with. And if actually, to make this official, just gonna drop a really quick contract. And he draws up something, and like you look it over, and it's legit. There's nothing.
Can I
I
look
was
at that?
really expecting Ralgar to go, that's not a drawing.
Can I look at that real quick?
Sure, you can do it.
Sure, Aionar as our designated legal representative.
Who has
What am I
to
doing for
sign
a
it?
check?
Investigation.
I know Infernal.
Or
I do.
Insight, whichever is higher.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm going to insight check the cleric.
it's a legit contract. And you
I have no
can't get
idea.
a read on the cleric, but it is legit. It is literally just saying if you cannot bring him 200 gold in a month, then Goodmead's speakership goes to the Church of Lathander.
I just wanted to make sure there was no infernal on this
It
contract.
is not
you actually
written
perform.
on Inferno plates. It is actual parchment.
I'm looking-
So you're,
I'm looking over Ainor's shoulder. I'm like, oh, he used real words here.
You did big ones
All
too.
right. I cleared out
3
my money.
syllables in some cases.
Can you say
that-
this one?
That one there has 5 letters.
Nope, that's
You're not
6.
that dumb.
okay.
That's not a 5. That's an S.
He casts it and nothing. No, it's Karen. She's
Perfect.
It's like,
She
that was
dies
getting cold.
faster.
That was getting. It's warm. It's warm now. That feels. Yep.
Hey, Beldora, what are the odds that you have access to any sort of funding?
Oh, none. So
Perfect.
it's supposed
So the
She
begging
would have
is
gotten
real.
it herself if
Supposed to
she
be a
could
little-
have, man.
a little secret because I don't like tooting my own horn, but all of the money I get begging has been donated to the orphanage in Bryn Shander.
Checks out.
Exciting.
How much is
We're
that a month?
It's
yeah,
a
we're
couple
slightly
hundred.
in the hole here.
You can make a lot of money as a beggar.
Could you maybe like stash that just in case?
We gotta
whoa,
pay out.
Whoa, no.
I mean, I don't
No.
want to stash it, but you also did just save my life, so like I can't. My hands
No,
are
we
kinda
don't want to
tied.
ask. We're not going to ask her to stop donating 400 gold to an orphanage.
It's 200, first of all, and we have a month to pay that back.
To be
And
fair,
also, if she didn't live, there would have been no more money to the orphanage, so it's a moot point anyway.
Yeah.
That's actually a very valid point.
and to be fair,
Yeah.
like in a month I can probably make like 20 gold. It's been a long time I've been doing this. But if you
Well,
want me
that's
to, I can put that 20 gold to that. You saved my life. I can't.
Maybe we won't need it. Just save it when we come back. We'll see where we're at.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you like maybe wait to make the donation until we make sure that we don't have to sign over the
Okay.
speakership?
The kids can
Yeah.
go a couple days without food. That's fine.
They're used to that.
Yeah. Well, no, not the ones in Bryn Shander. They're actually in a pretty good spot.
Look, we get that, like, you had to become a desensitized asshole, but, like, some kids, like, just have a shitty childhood because they're in an orphanage where somebody just took away the only food they have.
Did you grow up in an orphanage?
Shut up.
You
Did.
I learned something about you. You shared with the group.
No, you did.
I do appreciate.
I mean,
this.
we grew up in effectively a royal one, but royal for good meat, which, as you saw, is
Oh, yeah, you guys
It's
are
probably-
like king redneck orphans. Got it. Yeah.
yeah.
We got adopted based on the size of our bodies.
Oh,
I will. Like, I appreciate what you did.
that's probably
and
why I
really
wasn't adopted,
appreciate it,
actually.
But you
Life
really
sucks.
did get that gold, because if you lose speakership of Goodmead, then that kind of goes. That whole Targos thing just kind of goes away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Anywho, we're going apparently to Kara Koenig, right? or
Wait,
Kara
no,
Duvall?
wait. Hold
Devo.
on. Can you help us get a job with your network of people?
It takes a little bit of time for the vetting process, so probably not in a month.
Oh, like that long.
Yeah, let's go to
I'm-
Kara Duvall, deal with the devil worshippers,
Also
and maybe
have
some of those devil
No
worshippers
clue
love
what you're
cash.
talking about.
Well, you told us that you had connections to a something.
Yes, but I don't. I mean, I have
We don't know what that
connections,
is.
but you know.
People talk. to
Maybe you'll remember when we're not in earshot of the cleric, or maybe we've all forgotten and we're gonna go deal with those devil worshipping cults. Anyway,
That's smart.
thank you for your time.
I was going
I'll
to say
I'll be back with the money.
now that I'm
How does
not
the good
going,
aligned paladin feel about this?
now that I'm not going crazy, I did find out that I mean, for
Dinaval?
everyone to know, there's another faction to look out for is the Arcane Brotherhood. I talked
We,
about the Centaur.
We popped one, and we know the names of 3 more agents.
That's good.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good thing that you did that. May I make a suggestion?
All ears.
They know something that we don't about this place. So next time, don't pop it.
Yeah,
Follow it.
brother.
Follow it. It was good. No, I think it was a smart decision. But next time, follow them. Get in their good graces. Find out what they know, even if it takes a period of months. And
I
maybe
just
afterwards,
reiterate him the tower that one had found and why he was using it.
yeah. I mean, it was kind of the either bring him back to life.
like once again, good. That was a good. It was a perfectly fine call. I'm nothing against that call. But in what I'm saying is for the next, I know of. I don't know their names, but I know of. But you just probably would have told her the names.
Yeah,
So
I
now
would
she knows
I would
the
give
three.
her the names.
I knew of 2 of them, the Harpole and Avarice. Avarice is in Caer Denival. I don't think that she has
Well.
to do with the devil worship, but she's definitely friends with them in some way, probably to gain some form of power to get information. I don't think she's into the devil worship part. My guess is she's just using them in some way. But
So are
she
you
knows
saying we should
things.
go live there for like a month?
Maybe not go there for a month, but like find out. You don't have to stay there for a month. Just like maybe get in their good graces.
It's like a half
But,
a week
but,
to
like,
get there, and like a couple of days.
We should go
It's not
set
half
up
a week,
base.
It's on the roads, so it's like a day.
Yeah, it's a day to get there, and I'm sure we can bust that place out in under a week.
Yeah.
We're not going to spend the month there. We haven't spent the month anywhere.
Well, no. Like we have to stay there and get in her good graces and get on her good side. You said.
No, he said follow him.
So yeah, and like as far as good graces goes, I'm saying it's like don't kill them. Maybe get a little information. Say, hey, we'll be back to help you out at some point.
Okay,
I'm
just
not saying
keep
you
them
have
as
to
a
like
at-length contact.
Yes, that would be my suggestion. And if you meet the other
And that's
two-
for Avarice, not the devil worshippers proper.
Correct. I mean, I would never ask a paladin to become friends with a devil worshipper, so that would be
What-
weird.
Do you think there's any odds that I could like pretend to join them at some point?
You'd have
as
to
a
go to
rogue?
Luskin. There's an initiation process in Luskin. You might be able to try and pass
Not right
as
away,
one
but
of them.
like
Okay.
okay.
And if you, like I said, if you meet the other two, become friends with them, maybe pit them against each other.
They didn't
No,
seem
it's
to like
Can
each
you
other.
like
Mm-hmm.
tell whoever the best person at drawing is like what their symbols would look like, so I could maybe make a disguise?
Oh God, what is the Arcane Brotherhood symbol?
You don't have to tell us right now, but like, is she able to, and then we'll get it later?
Yeah, no, she knows the Arcane Brotherhood pretty well.
Okay, so yeah, we don't need the description right now. We can move on, but like, we'll know that I have that and can make a disguise.
Gotcha. It's a reddish-brown warship on dark waves beneath a purple-black land, and a silhouette
Okay.
of the host tower in Luskin.
Damn.
I will definitely pretend to be one of them later.
You could. But okay,
That's kind of moody as fuck.
I will try and make as much money as possible within a month. And, yeah. Best of luck. Use those amulets, because that'll say that you're part of the Black Swords. Don't.
We have these death worshipper amulets.
And
Yeah.
Devil
so,
worship.
do we need to know like
that's what
any
they are.
key phrases, or like, is there stuff that they typically do as cultists?
If they ask you who leads them, it's. I want to pronounce the name right.
Dave.
No, it's an actual, like, one of the lords of the Levistus. Levistus. You can use that name.
Okay.
But yeah. I be off. Thank you again. For what you
And
did.
all we need is the amulets. We don't need like
The amulet's good.
other
There's
outfit?
no key phrase or anything, as long as you can show
Okay.
your amulet. They also
Cool.
hate Duragar, from what I know. So I guess if you come across any,
Me too.
Yeah, but you're a racist bastard. That doesn't mean they all were before we found out.
I mean, not every Duragar.
Wonder, when
is
did you
bad,
meet
but
Duragar?
most of them are.
That's the problem. He hasn't.
There's some weird stuff happening with Duragar, by the way.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
maybe, but like
If you, I mean, I'm just gonna make.
he
money
didn't know
for-
that.
For a few weeks, maybe after, sorry, a month, and then maybe after that I'll look into that, because that seems they're just showing up in weird places looking for Charlatan, and I don't understand it.
Oh, right. We saw them here 2 weeks ago, right? Or they came here 2 weeks ago?
There, yeah,
Somebody.
yeah, yep. They already had grabbed the Charlatan boat mast.
Yeah. Is there anything weird about Charlatan? We keep finding. We found a whole bunch of weird, crazy possessed guys carrying Charlatan weapons.
All I know is it's an ancient metal that can store spells or magical energy, and can also be corrupted by demonic or devilish forces.
Yeah, we didn't take them because it looked like all it was corrupting the people attached to them.
Could be bad news, and also if it's non-corrupted Charlatan, could actually be pretty useful. Store a spell in there.
How do you tell if it's not corrupted?
If you don't go crazy when you touch it, that's all I
That seems like a risk.
know. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't mess with it personally.
So we
Hmm,
just gotta
okay.
find a lesser being that we can definitely stop to touch it first.
Bad advice. I spray him with a water bottle.
I would go down that route.
Oh, I'm not suggesting we do that. I'm just hoping Ralgar does later.
Look here, you lesser being.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
Oh no, I said the inside thoughts out loud.
See? He doesn't learn the useful things, but if you say that in front of him, now he can't help himself.
Okay, well, best of luck. I'll be heading back to Bryn Shander. I will not be going near Targos again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please don't.
All right,
Hey,
and
sometimes
we
you
might be
gotta
going to
make a difference.
Cardidaval.
Best of luck. Okay, and she heads off. What would you guys all like to do?
Stay the hell away from Targos.
Standing outside the Church of Lathander.
Cardidaval is our current closest quest, right?
Mhm.
We don't have any other missions at East Haven or Goodmead, correct?
Nope, and no one has approached you being like, help me.
Yeah.
We can choose to go to the goblins or go to Caradineval, but like I feel like Caradineval has much more urgency.
Yeah, let's do Cardidaval because it's closer, and because I don't know if we can make it to Kark and back in a month.
It'd be
Oh,
a
we
rough-
probably can't.
It'd be hard. It'd probably take you a full month to go there and back to East Haven.
Maybe we need to pick up some mercenary
Without
work in the
without
meantime.
like getting stuck down there and like anything going wrong. Like yeah, we
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
make
I
it.
guess also we'd stop by the tavern we were supposed to and see if there is any posted quests
Yeah.
or work. See if we
Work
can't
for
knock this
hire.
out.
Let's see if there's any posted work.
What does the bulletin board say?
How many one
Almighty
shots have I purchased in the
chopboard.
last
No.
week?
I mean, do you know how many side quests are in this adventure in and of itself? I can very easily populate a bulletin
I can
board.
see 3 currently.
Yeah, there's more than that.
Can I go with the number
So-
yes for my guess?
There's
Oh
a-
man, if we could break the curse on that magical item in that tomb near Goodmead, that would pay for it.
That would. But I think that's a level. You need to be level 5 to get remove curse.
Okay. Well, actually, I don't think I can get remove curse, but
I think Aionar can. Maybe not.
I'm pretty sure I can.
You also could
Yeah,
try
that's,
and buy
that's
remove curse.
spellcasting level 5. That's not level 5.
Right. Well, no,
We're
that's-
not close.
No, remove curse.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it actually spellcasting? I thought it was 3.
I don't.
You get level 3 spells at level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it might be 5th level spellcasting.
remove curse.
3rd level.
Because curses are 3rd.
3rd level abjuration spell.
I do not have it.
Classes: cleric, paladin, warlock, and wizard. I can get it.
Oh, but that's like level 10 for you or something for 3rd level.
It's probably something quite high.
Yeah, paladin.
No, it's level 7. 7th. Nope. Sorry, you're right. It's 9th level for me.
It's
where I
going to
can-
be a long time if
wee
I
bit
ever
up
get there.
What's the max level of this campaign?
10.
I won't get there.
I get Aura of Courage.
I mean, I'll check Arcane Trickster again. Maybe I'll get there. I don't know.
So-
Maybe it gets quicker.
There is a message on the bulletin board about a band of marauding gnolls that seem to be in
13.
the. There's like a mountain pass. Right.
Brother, you want to
down
go kill some gnolls?
here?
Are they related to goblins? Because I was told goblins are people.
Why do you choose to say it like that?
Brother, you realize that there's a difference between fiends and goblins, right? Are there
What's a
playable
fiend?
gnolls other than that one guy we saw who sells hats in another campaign?
Well, here's the thing. D&D decided for a while that monstrous races should be a thing, so maybe a gnoll might be.
Probably somewhere in something.
Well, because
If by for a
Well,
while
I mean-
you mean up until 8 months ago, yeah.
yeah. Well, I also thought that gnolls didn't really have a language. Like they spoke common and then in hyena yips, because there wasn't like a thing to learn.
You usually can speak abyssal.
Yeah. Well, when I could speak abyssal, like I could get the gist of it, but it wasn't like
Wait, no,
a.
they do just speak Knoll. That is Knoll's
Yeah.
language. Is Knoll. But I mean,
Is it Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron?
if they wanted to make it a player race, you just give Knolls common, and you can say that
Yeah.
there are some intelligent Knolls that can break away from Yigano.
Yeah.
In his curse.
But we would know for the most part, gnolls are
Pretty bad.
fiends.
Yeah.
They're bad fiends. They're not. It's not a question of trying to talk them down.
They're like chaotic evil style of
Yeah.
fiends.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. What does the quest pay?
The quest pays whatever you
201
can find,
gold.
whatever you can find there plus 50 gold.
It's a
which is
quarter of
lot
it
for
here.
anyone. Like that's a lot of money.
How far away is that mountain? How far away is the pass?
Oh, that's not the right thing.
Wouldn't Vice be at least somewhat aware of bugbears and goblins' relationship?
Yes.
Yes, it
Okay.
makes no sense that Ralgar is racist to goblins. It literally doesn't.
Okay.
Does Ralgar know the relationship
Yeah,
between bugbears and
Ralgar?
goblins?
He probably
That's why
doesn't.
I'm like.
He probably doesn't.
That's why I'm pointing it out. I'm like, this is not normal.
Does Keegan know the relationship between bugbears and
no, I
goblins?
don't.
Oh,
We're of the same ilk.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're close. It's like
It actually
are-
works.
it's like Eladrin and elves.
Yeah.
You're literally Galtorining me right now.
It
I feel like it's
works.
like I feel like it's the French and French Canadians.
It works because
Yes.
he's adopted.
Well,
and
actually, that
he-
makes sense to be racist, because, I mean,
Because French Canadians are terrible.
because I live in a town where a lot of French Canadians come down, and holy Jesus Christ.
And we've just been demonetized
It
on
would
YouTube.
take 6 days there, 6 days back.
Nothing
2
super
weeks.
racist against French Canadians, but you guys drive like
Ah.
shit. I'm
Care
sorry.
Denival would take a day there and back because of the road. Kark would take like a month. It's like 30
Maybe we should
miles.
do Care Denival first because we could ostensibly be back in time. Shaving off 2 weeks of what I'm assuming is a 5-week month.
Oh, I think that's the only choice.
I might be able to pull some money from Bins and Dins to help out as well.
How much does that place make? I kind of forgot that you're an entrepreneur. You kind of fed us almost poison once, and I sometimes forget that
one
you own
bad
the
meal.
business.
One bad meal.
I wasn't there.
Never let me
I wasn't
live
there
down.
for that.
It was really
Don't
bad.
believe him. Don't believe him.
Where is
I thought the food was fine. Up in
Tourmaline, right?
Tourmaline.
That's the problem, Bins. You thought it was fine.
I didn't get sick off of it.
It's true.
Jesus Christ.
Again.
Maybe it was those utensils you were using.
My ham.
What is the
Oh, when
marauding?
was the last time you washed your hands?
What was the
He doesn't
concern
know what
about
that
the
means.
marauding?
I was about to say, what do you mean wash my hand?
Marauding what?
What was the concern with the marauding gnolls?
That they would occasionally attack people who would go mine in those mountains down there. There aren't a lot of mines in that mountain, but there are a few that some East Haven people might, there are some good precious gems to mine in there. It's risky, but if you're short on money, you can always take the risk. And the gnolls have been harassing and potentially killing some of the miners.
So they also might have some precious gems on them.
Potentially. That's probably actually where that 50 gold payment is coming from, because that's a lot of money. Because the miners are the ones that posted it.
Yep.
I say we go to the closest place first, and then work our way out from there.
Yeah, I guess do the Care Denival one. That doesn't take that much time, and it out of character storyline stuff tends to pay better.
It's the whole city to ransack out of character.
Yeah, I would be arguing hard for Caradinival. I don't see any other immediate means of payoff.
Well, that one paid 50, and they might have some precious gems that they've killed off the miners they've killed, but that's a mite, and 2 weeks is a long time. To only guaranteed get a quarter payment.
Exactly. Caradinival's a day over there. We could maybe come back and get this still if Caradinival kicks nothing.
Yeah. Also, if we get close, I might try to bum some money off the speaker of East Haven since we have a business accord. To at least not lose speakership.
If we happen to hit level 5, we could also go Caradinival straight to Tourmaline. And then come down to Targos.
Level 5 will happen when you get when you get to, I guess it would be the first concrete story beat of the overall.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if we happen to get it, we should just cut straight this way and then come down to here so that we can get to this one that we may never see otherwise.
Sure. Let me put you.
And it's probably the only chance we'll get to go to my home. Because I think everything else is going to be down here.
Does Lonelywood have an orphanage? I didn't know that. Now I know.
Well, no, that's where I lived when we started. That doesn't mean I grew up there my entire life.
All right, so we're gonna walk towards Caradinival.
Okay, you are able to walk there, and nothing happens.
Yes.
Wow, that's almost 2 full days of travel with nothing horrendous happening to
You
us.
said a day.
So,
what was the price of axe beaks?
50 gold apiece.
Okay.
Oh, we never tried to sell the hides that we had.
You could
Whoops.
sell them in Caradinival.
Yeah.
So,
We'll get a eventually good deal.
Mike will let us if we remember.
the spots in Caradinival along the main road are mostly houses. You would know that down and to the right is a ruined, abandoned inn called Denev's Rest, and that the new place that anyone would go maybe not so much for a room, but a drink, is the uphill climb that's near the care.
Real quick, the we're supposed to be impersonating the devil worshippers with those amulets, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bad idea for me to impersonate those devil worshippers with the amulets, correct?
Does your oath say anything about... I mean, so you're good, and you're impersonating... It would have to come down to if you ended up having to do something egregiously evil, then you would have that conversation.
Okay.
If all you're doing is
because all I was going to say is if it's not something that I should do, and I'm just unfamiliar with how religion and paladins work, then I would probably come in either like before or after the group, so it doesn't look like I traveled in together.
So you could still impersonate. It comes down to if you had to do something egregious to prove that you were part of them, you would probably not want to do that or risk breaking an oath. But you can definitely impersonate.
Do people purposely play Oathbreakers?
Yes.
I played
Yes.
with someone that tried. Frank has
It's very difficult.
Someone that really wanted to be an Oathbreaker.
What does it do?
It just debuffs the fuck out of you unless you took something that didn't rely on your god.
That's also...
It is actually its own subclass.
Like, if you were like specking that way and lost it, it sucks. But if you take it as a class, you get other things.
So do I just like if I'm not gonna Oathbreak, but hypothetically, if I Oathbreak, do I just lose my subclass and become the Oathbreaker subclass?
That's how I would
Most people do that.
Yeah.
But that's what most people do. But no, you just lose all of your divine powers until you come back to God.
I would
or,
let you
like-
take the Oathbreaker subclass just because
Yeah.
you're not... Some people try and do it to like game the system and be like, I want to be an Oathbreaker Paladin from the start, which I feel like defeats the point of Paladin. But if you
How do you-
legitimately...
Well, I think the idea there is that they're older and they were a
But
paladin.
it defeats the point of it. In my opinion, it kind of lowers the impact of becoming an Oathbreaker if you do it from the start.
I
The
agree.
whole point
And
of
I
Oathbreaker
agree
is
entirely.
you're faced with a decision of, do I do this thing and break my oath, or do I not do this this extremely moral conundrum-y thing and keep my oath?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the rules are like, no, you don't subclass change.
I
You
would
just lose
have
your
you
shit.
subclass change though. If for some reason you came across
everyone
that.
does.
Because I wouldn't.
It's
No one would want to completely
Yeah.
destroy. Then you wouldn't want to play. Is what would happen.
Not
sense.
just a psych, you lose all your magical shit. Good luck, bud.
To be fair, most of my magical shit doesn't work.
But you wouldn't
Your
even be able to lay
smite
on
works.
hands. Is the thing. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't even be able to heal because you would lose contact with your god.
Or smite.
Yeah.
Divine sense. Anything
which-
you do.
But yeah, so you have the main road that goes around the frozen lake, around the frozen Lac Denishir, or frozen part of Lac Denishir. And if you go all the way around, at the very end of it is the uphill climb tavern, and then at the right past that is the care itself that gave this town its name. The streets are pretty barren, not a lot of movement. People on it just kind of go from one place to the other. They don't look like they're stopping to talk much or anything like that.
Are the docks operational, or are they just like
If anyone
empty
wants to
boats?
use the docks, they have to drag the boats out to the unfrozen part of the lake.
Yeah, I
Similar to,
guess
like,
what I
what
mean
we
is
have.
like, is it like an active dock, or are those just boats that are there?
Lay on hands and divine smite are not part of your subclass. You do not lose. They're not part of your oath, so you don't lose them.
Well, that's good.
Okay. That's good.
None
I
of
like
the
it better the other way.
and none of my oath Not that I'm arguing to be an oathbreaker, but honestly, every time I'm like, I hate Paladin, it's something to do with me trying to cast something not one of those two things through my Paladin stuff.
Those things are like your class.
And that's why he hates Paladin.
My Discord fully and completely crashed.
That's
I'm
good.
back now.
That's good.
Where should we head first?
But the docks are partially operational, if that's what you're asking. Like, boats are coming in and out occasionally, but it's definitely slower than you would expect.
There's something broke?
It's ice. There's ice on the lake. It takes a lot more effort.
Ooh, that's a cool. That's a cool
Carolina.
fort.
Exactly. So it's up a hill. That's why it's called the uphill climb. The inn that's right outside. The tavern.
Is that where
you
the
can
speaker
see.
lives?
The speaker lives in the care. And currently, from what you know, the speaker could quite possibly being held captive in the care.
Is there an inn/tavern where we
Perfect.
can?
We'll murder our way in.
The uphill climb is the tavern. There used to be two, Denev's Rest, but that was shut down a while ago. That's in the south.
And also maybe find a marketplace to sell those pelts.
You could probably find a place to sell the pelts. You could get a total of... What are the two pelts?
Direwolf and Brown Bear. That's a rough-hewn brown bear pelt.
Gotcha. So the brown bear you could get 25 gold pieces for. And that's like this man's life savings, but it'll keep him warm, so he takes it.
Excellent.
Kind of sad and dark.
Yeah, you know,
But he's
keeps him warm. Direwolf, you can't find anyone to buy here, but people are saying it can go upwards of 100 gold, depending on the quality.
perfect. And sell that when we get back to East Table.
Make sure to mark
So-
that in Dugan's Hole.
Yep, somebody put that in my hole.
Are we like finding a base camp to set up here? Because we're probably going to be here for a few days. Or are we just going to go somewhere else?
Just gonna
At the end
murder
of
hover
each
your way
day.
up into the care.
I mean, that seems like a not good idea. We're going to have to like scout the place out. Like, this is, I don't think, the time to rush in. I think we got to like first go inspect and figure out like what their guard rotation is.
Mm-hmm.
There's that empty inn to the south. Let me check that out.
Like, that's a fortress.
It is. It's pretty well. Just go up there and ask, like, "Hey guys, can you let us in?"
I don't think people request meetings with this
You
speaker.
do have the amulets. Of course, that doesn't mean you're going to easily be able.
Well, can we go to the tavern and see
help
what if we hear any hubbub about the town, what the townspeople are talking about?
Sure.
Or like maybe go in there looking for a job.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. We're looking for work. We have a debt to pay. See what kind of work we can get and information.
Sure. You're able to go towards the uphill climb, the tavern. It is pretty empty. There is a middle-aged human bartender behind the bar. He sees you all come in, and he does that thing that if you go to a restaurant and there's no one there, he like excitedly goes to go grab stuff, but is trying to also not look too pushy. Like he's ready to serve you immediately, but he also doesn't want to scare you away.
We have to just leave. We don't have any money.
I assumed that we hung on to like five gold.
No, we did not.
What about the coppers and pennies?
You sold a bear pelt for 25 gold in this town.
Oh yeah, we have 25
Okay,
gold.
we have 25. Ooh, that's like a month's rent.
Did we not get anything for the direwolf one?
Not yet.
You'd have to go to a bigger town because it can go upwards of 100 gold. No one here would have that kind of money.
Oh yeah.
Since the
We have
25
our
gold
monthly
piece-
salary.
We only have to find
Salary.
$80 now.
It's yeah.
I have
Like,
9
they
gold
get-
on me still.
Oh yeah. Wait. No. He said he gave us 20 for what we both had. Or something like 200 for what we both had. Wasn't it for the scroll? Or the knock
The
spell?
knock was 20 gold pieces, and I said you both
And
had
you-
a total of 20 on each other.
Yeah, but I took the 20 out of Dugan's Hole. Like the end balance.
Oh, we're good then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're
Yeah,
good, we're
but
good.
But then the stuff that we pulled from Duke, like we paid with that. So I don't think you have any because I not.
Yeah,
I
I took
have
my money
25
out. As
gold
long as
from
you
the
guys
pelt.
know the money works out, I now have
You have
$0 on me.
I definitely still have 9 gold on my person.
No, like Vice would live this way. He would keep 0 on his person because the group is gonna pay for
And
it.
you have 25 gold pieces that you just got from a bear pelt.
And I would always keep gold on my person.
Yes, not me though.
Right, but what we're
Dugan's
saying is,
Hole
I think
has.
that out of that 25, 9 had to come out to repay Frank's 9 because we gave
No,
the
no,
guy.
What?
I've not. That 9 has stayed with me.
He took it out of Dugan's Hole.
You lost your 9 gold when you cast the knock spell.
I did not.
Yes, you
Because I
did.
took that out of
And then
Dugan's
when
Hole.
you no, because when you met back up with us, we'd given all of that to the cleric. There was
Yeah.
no money in Dugan's hold.
I like
So
when
either
Rock
you
argues
came back with
against our
90,
interests.
either that you came back with 91 gold from the wizard, or we have -9 money in Dugan's hold. We gave him literally everything we had, which amounted to about 200.
So
Yeah. We have no money other than the 25.
So you can have 9, but we just
How
have
much-
to subtract that out of the 25.
So we're just making up numbers because no one knew I had that 9 gold on me.
No, you said
You-
9, I said 7. He said, I'll say you had 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
And you
we
paid for
both
that
lost
for the
our
knock
money.
spell. Then when you
Yeah.
went back and we all divvied back up, there was no money to pull from to replenish what you had.
You had planned to do that, but the money was gone when we got there. So you
Yeah.
could not have replenished yourself.
Gotcha.
The automation didn't happen. Your plan was correct, but we were already bankrupt when we got back.
Okay.
And then we paid $100.
I don't
because
think
we
Mike's
still
gonna
hadn't
let
paid
us
you
run
back out of that.
I don't think Mike's gonna let us run a check fraud scheme with the party's own money.
Well, I'm just confused as to how
How did you pay
I just
for
don't.
the How did you pay for the knock scroll though? I said it was with the money you had on you.
So I immediately took the 20 out of Dugan's Hole.
And for normal
And-
intents and purposes, that would be fine. But we were in the process of spending literally
So you
everything that we
9
had
and
for the thing.
7, so you can give Dugan's Hole back.
Like the transactions happen
4
based
gold,
on the same
4
amount.
I
They didn't-
just
16
don't
gold.
understand. Like,
So-
it's
so you-
impossible that we
no, give-
broke even if 9 gold was like not
You-
part of the equation.
You can give Dugan's Hole back 16 gold because you had 16 on you, so you should have only
Yeah.
taken 4 gold pieces out of Dugan's Hole to make up
Okay.
for the spell scroll. So you can give
Okay.
Dugan's Hole back 16 gold.
So 16
Okay.
plus 25 is what we're at right now, then, right?
Correct.
Well,
Correct. Well,
Yes.
does that 16 in Dugan's hold account for the 200 total that we gave? So Dugan's hold had before
no,
you
no,
took
that's something that's set that no. That's you now have 16 plus 25 in Dugan's Hole
That-
because there was
that
some
makes
weird
more
math
sense to
that was
me.
done. I wanted Vice and Aionar to take money from their pockets specifically, but Frank ended up taking all of it from Dugan's Hole technically, which he shouldn't have done. But that's because we got some miscommunication.
And it's rectified
final
now.
wording.
The numbers are good.
Nope, we're moving on. Final wording. Dugan's Hole has 16 more gold in it because that's what happened.
Don't worry.
I'm
I've
not going to
updated
spend
it.
another
No, that's what
hour
I'm saying. We're
talking
good. That's
fun.
what
Yeah,
we're
we're
doing.
good.
We're good, and
We're-
we're moving on.
We
That's
are
fine.
good.
I just want to make sure that we don't go later and go, wait, I thought we had this. No, I don't care what the answer is, but if we're all on the same page, we're good.
I'm so confused.
It
It'd
doesn't
be
matter.
more
has
confusing later
Dugan 1
if
has
we try.
41 gold.
It doesn't matter how confused you are. What matters is,
In a
Dugan's
we have
month
gold.
from
41 gold.
now, if we didn't figure this out, we'd figure it out
41
then.
gold. That's it. There we go. So you're
Aionar's
at the
taking
inn.
5 of that.
You're at the inn, and this man is awkwardly trying to act not super happy to push you away, but also excited to have you there.
I'm just happy we have money because it would have looked like assholes to leave when he's like, just turn to walk away. Shit, we don't have money.
All right.
I don't think
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
get jobs here, guys.
We're so broke. Can we have job?
You,
We have more money than he's gonna make this month. He's not gonna have sympathy.
so as you're walking into the bar and looking around, apparently mildly confused, like, hello, welcome to this lovely inn. What can I get for you?
On the menu tonight.
Menu? Wolf meat stew. And some mead.
What kind of meat?
The only kind of mead that exists in 10 towns.
The
It's
Good meat.
good meat?
Good mead.
Okay, well, I don't know. Other meat exists in the world.
Not
Some
in 10
say it's the
towns.
best.
I.
It is very good. I've
It's
had a
what we
lot of
got.
it.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Why did he say it like that? A lot of it.
What? What can I get you? Can I get you anything?
Bryce grabs him by the collar and
It's the
slams
only
on the bar.
meat.
Who do you work for?
Of course. Of course.
Why are you in the pocket of big
There's a
meat?
lot of good meat, and that's the only meat.
I'll take a stew and a meat and I'll pull up a seat.
Okay. That'll be 2 silver.
I give him 2 silver.
Thank you.
I think
Anything
we all,
else?
yeah, we all grab the rounds. Any work
Yeah.
in this town?
yeah, I'll grab a round. I'll grab.
Oh boy.
As well.
I don't know about work so much. Ferries are pretty dry because of the ice. This winter's been really rough on Caradenival.
Proper work, adventuring work.
I don't know if there's anyone that can really pay anyone. Is my thing. Adventurers tend to like to get paid.
Adventurers do tend to like to get paid.
Go to the care up there. There's some. I don't know what's happening up there.
It looks pretty
Something weird.
gloomy. What's the vibe?
It's probably gloomy. I try not to pay too much attention to it. Because, you know, not great for business. But, you know, I'm here. I'm still alive. This is a total of what? 1 gold? Because it's 2 silver each person. This 1 gold is
Yeah.
going to get me through at least the next week. Which, you know, who knows if I'll get another couple of customers.
Business. Not a lot of travelers through here recently.
No one comes up to the cares. People tend to stick near the major cities these days. You know, maybe some dwarves come through, going to Calvin's Cairn to do some mining, but
How long? I'm not asking the bartender. How long has Icewind Dale been like this?
I'm gonna look back to see the exact amount of years.
Has it been short, like a couple of years? Has it been our whole lives?
It hasn't been your whole. Well, I mean, how old are you guys?
I'm 18. My brother's 16.
It could have been your whole lives. Of course, it doesn't give me an exact year. It just is like, these terrible things are happening.
Canonically, these are happening, and we can reference them all the time, but depending on what year you're playing, we have no idea.
Yeah.
Depending on what year, it may or may not have happened yet.
I have the potential to know a lot of things or nothing.
So we're going to say it's been 20 years. And we're going to stick
These
with it.
days, I feel like my whole life's it's been like that.
Yeah.
So like a generation.
Yeah, I mean, depends on the race.
Really?
It's not going to be a generation of elves or something like that.
I mean like human-wise, like
20?
for us reference.
Sure.
How's the stew?
Needs salt.
It does need salt. It's not very spicy because he doesn't have the money for spices. It's cooked very well. Like, it's...
The parts he can
Properly.
control, he controls well.
But you know that it lacks spices because spices are very expensive out this way.
It's high quality bland.
Yeah. Best he could do. The meat's good.
Yep.
Meat is always good.
Always good.
I'm gonna take some of my spices out, add some to my stew, and then take a little bit from each and put them in like extra containers I have and hand them to him. And maybe these will help you get through the next couple weeks. Spice up the stew, you'll get plenty of customers. And then I pass them the bowl of stew that I just spiced up.
Thank you
And
very much.
I and the rest of
I
the party
can-
look at him and look at our bowls and look at him.
I could... That means I can finally make the recipe in this book. And he pulls out the Bins and Dins book. And I've been wanting to make it the right way for so... Wait a minute! And he looks at the cover and he looks at Bins. Are you
I put the one I was
Bins?
about to give him back in my pocket.
You're an inspiration. Thank you
It's
so
the
much.
good people like you that keep me cooking.
That means a lot. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Guy Fieri just walked into this man's restaurant.
Can I tell people that you ate here?
Oh, by all means.
Thank you. That's gonna maybe get me an extra 2 silver. That's so amazing. That's at least a day's food. That you don't under,
You should get him to sign something.
You don't even understand what it.
You should get him to
Here,
sign
wait.
something.
That would be amazing. Can you
Take a
sign it?
napkin and
No,
You
no,
can't
no,
melt
wait.
it and give it to him.
Sign the book, you.
Sign the book.
Oh, right. Sign the book.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna keep this copy. Whenever I'm not using it, I'm gonna keep it out. It's amazing. It's been an honor. I've always wanted to
Hey
cook in a
Bins,
big
do you
city,
keep
like-
any cookbooks on you?
He keeps so many cookbooks on him. He
35
has-
pounds of cookbooks.
Just give him another one so he can hang that one on the wall.
It's not quite Boop Snoop McBoople Stoots level of pamphlets, but it's getting there.
Like, just
That
give
actually
him another
impeded his
one.
ability to.
I'll give him another one.
Thank you. You don't even understand
Here, this one you can use. You can display this one.
how much this means to me. Please stay safe if you go to the care.
Is there
You
something
hear
wrong?
it? You hear anything?
And
I don't
And
know.
Bins.
Coming from the care.
I want to know what's happening up there because I'd like to live, but
Let
it's-
us
Is there
know.
somebody
You
that
know.
is there
Let us
somebody
know.
that's between you and the Karen who might know but also
I'm-
doesn't like what's going on?
literally, I'm the only thing between the cairn and the rest of the town.
I didn't know if somebody came in here with drinks sometimes and starts telling stories about the Karen and you're like, stop, I don't want to hear it.
No, they keep to themselves up there mostly, or all the time.
When's the last time you saw the speaker of this town?
Long time. But
There's still a
that's-
pack with tens of thousands of pamphlets from Boop Stoop McBoople Stoot in the basement of that one building.
Somebody will get them.
So many.
Is that
I
the
think someone has because they're still being sent out.
is
He
that
was
the house? Is that
he
the
was
house?
legitimately encumbered when he had it equipped.
He had to drop it. That way he could.
Yeah.
He had to run.
Was that the house where we all got, where half of us got captured?
Yeah,
That was the one.
Didn't you and I get out? You
Yeah.
ran though.
But he had
I'm
to
in the
drop
witness protection
pamphlets. He had to
Yeah,
drop
but
the
you left
pamphlets.
nothing but pamphlets.
Yeah.
That's catalog.
that's correct.
I'm sure he went back.
So yeah, I don't like. Just be careful if you go there. I don't want to talk about it or learn any more than I have to because I don't want to be implicated in anything. And then, like, I'd like to see you to live. Like, it's hard, you know, barely getting enough money to feed myself and have some extra for customers. But like, at least I'm alive. Something.
We should strive for more.
I'd love to. You know, if this winter would end, that'd be maybe get Carradine of all booming again. Used to have the fishermen would come here every day if they had extra money. They don't have extra money anymore. No one in town has extra money. So, could just get back to the way Icewind Dale used to be 20 some odd years ago.
We need to make Icewind Dale great again.
Wow.
What is the goblin
Kind of
lifespan?
dark and sad.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Google
so I'm like 30, and they
Hold
live
on,
to
let me Google
50.
that for you.
Like,
Yeah, I was typing it as I was asking.
I bet you it's less if we go up to the cairn.
It's so I'm 30, so I would know what pre-Icewind Dale was.
You're 30 years old and
Yeah.
you've been arguing with my 16-year-old brother this whole time? Have you learned nothing?
No,
you
I
like
just hate him.
arguing, so do I.
Like he's a bugbear. He's like
He's not a bugbear, he's my brother.
no, he's both, and that's fine. You guys are just intolerant assholes.
I'm not intolerant.
You just said he's not a bugbear. He's my brother,
Yeah, he's my brother.
and he's a bugbear.
He's everything he wants to be.
And he's everything inside of you that you wish you could be.
No. No.
I will say, all of the rooms are currently under renovation because I've had a really hard time trying to get them repaired and keep them up to standards. So I can't provide any sleep for anyone tonight.
All right, I keep forgetting I'm only 17.
I'm the adult of the
He's
group,
fucking
guys.
teenager.
You're a creepy old man as far as we're concerned. You said,
Yeah.
hello, fellow teenagers, can I hang?
Do you know of somewhere where we can rest for the night?
Oh, in better days I'd say the care, but I wouldn't risk it. I don't think anyone would let you into the home though, so...
Now you understand why I'm so grumpy. I'm just like, guys, let's go do this thing. And you guys are like, let's go on an adventure.
It's usually the opposite. We're like, let's go on an adventure. You're like, guys, focus.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You guys.
I don't know if you can find a camp somewhere, but yeah, I doubt any house would have a room.
Can we just like sleep in here?
I personally don't see why not. It's gonna, like...
I'd be willing to pay for the lodging.
I was kind of, I'm like hinting at the the signed book.
I can't take any more of your money. I can't. Like, you give me a week,
Okay,
And
well then that. Sure.
so...
We don't have to pay. I don't feel obliged, but
I
like,
can't keep the fireplace going though, so it's gonna be cold.
I mean,
It would
is
be cold.
outside.
Yeah, it would be colder for us
It'll
outside.
be extra cold, so just be careful.
Like we're
Like
adventurers.
colder than
like,
outside in here?
No, I mean I guess it's about as cold as outside.
Like it'll at least block the wind. Like
Yeah.
and it'll
You can
stop
sit
us
in
from
a
getting
spot.
jumped from behind if something were to sneak up on us.
Sure. Then yeah,
Just safety for the night,
that works.
so we can rest.
So yeah, if you guys are all set, then I gonna head home soon. Doesn't seem like there should be any more business. I have you guys have been nothing but helpful, so I have no reason not to trust you. So I'm gonna head out.
We won't let anything happen to this place.
I know, like I said, you guys have been nothing but good for me, so I have no reason not to trust you. It's a rare thing these days, not gonna lie. You always gotta look over your shoulder.
Is there anything that we should know about? Like, is anyone like else like co-owner that might come here, like just find us and be like, "What the hell?" Or
I'm the sole proprietor
okay.
myself. I don't think you'll see anything from tonight. You should be safe.
So if we notice something and
It's
it
weird.
looks suspicious,
Shouldn't
it
happen.
is.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, good night. He yawns and walks on out.
So I'm thinking we should try to get Binz his speaker.
Hey,
When we
As
overthrow the cult, we're gonna have to appoint someone. And while it's cool that we have the speaker of good meat, I feel like for the sake of like geopolitics, you teenagers should split the responsibility instead of putting it on one.
teenager. I'm 23.
You
Okay, see, a responsible one.
I'm 26. I don't even know how old I am.
That's not a good sign.
You're closer in age to me then. I'm only 30. Except that's old for a goblin.
Well, if we need
Although,
a
who knows?
speaker, I'll do it.
I think it would be good. I think you could bring life back to Caradinaval. Because I think that Targos is going to be an uphill battle, and I think we're all going to need to become speakers of smaller towns to take him down. And I
Were we
think this is-
suggesting that one of us was going to become speaker of here in this, or were we just going to get an ally in the speaker who's captured here? I feel like they're still saving that one.
I mean, we have both options, but I think it. If
Do
were to
we?
put- why wouldn't we
were-
have both?
They were making a plan that if the speaker wasn't alive anymore.
Yeah, like we're here to overthrow the speaker because he's a cult leader, demon
Well,
worshiper.
No,
No.
The speaker
No,
hasn't been said to be a
it-
cult leader. The people think the
the
speaker
cult-
might be in prison
Taken
in some
by-
way.
Yes.
As far
just
as
hasn't
your
been
knowledge
seen for-
goes, the speaker
Well, he's-
probably was
well-
imprisoned.
Okay, okay, so if we save him, we could be good then. But if he seems like he's shady, we should be overthrowing him. And if that happens, we should put Binz in.
He doesn't live here.
He will now.
He has a restaurant in another town.
Franchise, bro.
We can consider this an expend. Caradinaval, home of Bins and Dins, Part 2.
Turned into a big old
I
restaurant.
mean, like Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of California. He's not from California.
Oh, Arnold.
I believe in you, Binz.
Well, first we have to see if the speaker's even still here.
We're alive. He could be dead.
Could be. So, would you like to do anything at night, or just take the rest and then do something the next morning?
I don't think there's anything else to do tonight.
Should we set a watch?
You can.
Yeah, definitely. I that's why I asked if we should look out for suspicious things, and he's like, if you see something weird. So yeah, it's a ghost town.
I'll take
What are we
I'll take
doing?
third watch again.
Then we
I
know
like third
something's
watch.
happening on third watch.
Yes, we do.
I will take the
Unlucky.
third watch so that I can get woken up abruptly by Bins.
Fourth watch, so I can also get woken up abruptly by Vince.
I'll take the 5th watch.
Is that the one where we're all
That
currently rolling?
means nah, it just means Jensen goes first.
I go first. I go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn in my signet ring. Like I'm still wearing it, but the signet's not out. I flip it down,
Okay.
so it just looks like a ring. And I don't know if I'm wearing any sort of talismans or stuff, but I'll tuck that into my armor.
Gotcha.
Basically. And then yeah. Should we be wearing the amulets, by the way, for our rest? In case they come in, like.
I mean, I don't plan on
Yeah.
taking mine off. It's just like a piece of jewelry.
Well, they gave them to us. We never said we were wearing them.
I thought that was implied that we had to get in here at all.
Oh, then I put it on. I haven't been wearing it.
I'd be
Okay.
wearing it.
I'm gonna roll
Why
this
not?
openly so everyone knows that I'm not lying about what happens when.
He's
Okay.
cheating.
Is it just the keep or is it the whole town?
Most things are known about the keep. As far as the town goes, at least the innkeeper and Baldur didn't seem to say anything about the townsfolk.
I mean, for wearing the amulet though, like,
Oh.
we're supposed to be wearing that, right?
It wouldn't hurt to have it.
How many people about the
you
town
know-
are currently wearing it?
No one in the town itself was wearing it.
But we never know when we'll come across someone who is in the cult and not wearing it to fit in. And when they meet us, I think we would want them to see that.
I'm gonna
Actually,
say
now that I'm
not-
thinking about it, though, if for whatever reason the members of the cult come in here, they're gonna wonder why we're not in the castle.
So you can put it on now.
We can
I'm
say
gonna
we were
you
knocked out.
haven't put it on yet because townfolk would have reacted pretty differently to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So you wouldn't
Yeah.
have been able to.
Then I don't have it on.
Yeah,
You can put it on now.
I thought it was a requirement.
But since you didn't say it beforehand, like that whole conversation would have gone differently with the innkeeper if a bunch of people with the,
No, I want it to stay as it is. I just thought it was a requirement to get here.
to even walk inside the town? No.
Yeah, because like we were given these as a gift to get in here. To do
Get
what we
into the
need to
care.
do.
To get into the care.
Yeah, that's what I asked. If it was just that or if it was the whole town.
We were because like in the whole town is not. It's not.
The whole town's not fortified. It's just a
Yeah.
It's just a one-ish road town.
Yeah, okay. That's fine then. I wouldn't be wearing it even at night. No, I don't think so because
Who had fourth watch?
Hello.
Okay. Do a perception check, Ralgar.
Oh boy, y'all ready for the bestest perception-y check?
That's his
ever?
best stat.
I roll over and I slap him guidance and go, huh?
Nope.
What?
What's touching me in my half-wakefulness?
Giant rats.
you're just
You're
giggling
awake,
at your own
looking
joke.
out the window, and
You get hit in the face with a rock with a note on
And the note has a dagger wedged in it.
it. And the dagger was
looking out
poisoned.
the
You
window.
died.
but you don't seem to notice until the door opens in front of you. What looks like a very white bearded, almost on the bluish side skinned dwarf comes in, with a couple of his buddies behind him.
Not
And-
again.
they all look
The
up,
Blue Man Group.
Hey, yo, who the fuck are you?
and you see them all draw their weapons, and like there shouldn't have been
Yep.
anyone here. And then we're gonna get into some combat.
What is this? Some kind of underground White Walker meeting ground or something?
No, it's their Duragar. I was trying to explain what a Duragar looks like.
I understood. That's why I said what I said.
Not this again.
Because we fought a lot of them.
It
last
sure
year.
is icy in this tavern.
Shush.
You know what? I
I
don't
didn't have a
feel like
tavern ready.
fighting them went well at level 4, did it?
It didn't go bad.
This is
Bird
pre-slapping the long rest button, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
I don't think I had used anything.
Well, I haven't used anything either, but I mean that if I use all my things, we're gonna slap the button later.
Oh, right. Whoa!
Any rear?
That's
Have
not
we
a roll.
rested since I did those magic missiles?
Yep.
Multiple
Oh,
times.
cool. Yes, I have pushed it then. Yay. I'm
Um,
accurate.
You can just leave me. Okay.
Oh
Then we
wow,
get to
that's
do
a lot
this
of
thing.
Durgar.
Boy, I don't like how high they rolled comparative to my 3. I hope
Wow.
Keegan's okay.
Alright. My bird isn't summoned yet, just to be clear.
Correct. You know, we'll go with an old favorite.
Yeah, this is good music. This is appropriate music.
Yeah.
So it was loud enough that everyone woke up. They had just stormed in through the door, and all of them are. You're all in the same room at this point.
I'm gonna use feline agility, so I have 80 feet of movement,
Yeah, you do.
55 to get there. I used the right one. I'm gonna attack him.
Yeah, you are. That's gonna hit.
Oh shoot, my game is like. I was wondering where you guys were looking at combat on this map. My client froze.
That's fun.
It's okay. It's not like you're next or anything.
I know.
He is.
Come on, low. There.
And then I'm gonna use a point of E for step of the wind here and disengage.
Sure.
Then 5. Math. That's it.
It is Vice's turn.
Okay. Let's go with. We use Witch Bolt
That makes sense.
on this Durgar because it has range, I believe. 30 feet. I think I gotta move.
You have to move your movement then, and then you get.
Yeah. There. Okay. There. Hold on.
Holding
They
on.
were- I hadn't done that yet.
Taking a long rest in the middle of combat.
They were they were dark, and I thought that meant they weren't used.
Oh,
that meant they were
means They
gone.
are used, yes.
Yeah, I inverted that.
That's good.
Try that again.
Let's go. That does not hit.
Yeah, that sucks. And I'm assuming there's nowhere to hide.
You can get under like a table. We could say you could hide pretty much.
Oh yeah, we're in an inn.
You're in
Yeah.
an inn.
I'm gonna hide behind some kind of supplies,
Sure.
which just so happens to be over here. Or I can't move anymore, so I would have moved near some.
Sure. I'll allow it.
And 16.
That's pretty good. Okay.
That's it.
This guy's going to enlarge.
No.
And he's gonna. Yep. But that's it. That's
Do
all I got.
Duragar get that racially?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. I've been using it on barbarians, and it's brutal.
It can be great. But all Duragar have enlarge,
Too bad they're dick bags.
right? You met one cave of decent Duragar in the other campaign.
I think we met one cave of acceptable Duragar.
They honestly weren't bad. You just hated them because you had a deep gnome that had a deep hatred for Duragar. Nesdri hated
It was
Duragar.
deserved.
Was he in the cave there? Well,
Yeah, he was part
We,
of that. That was one of Rufus' characters there. Yep.
Yeah,
It just.
that was the thing.
I think it's that the only Duragar that were in that cave that were. Well, no, they were still kind of standoffish and dickish, and then half of them were infected with that thing that turns them into
Three of
fungal
them were
soldiers.
infected with that out of the
Like-
whole thing.
Yeah, but like we were rightfully skeptical because we couldn't tell
Sure.
who was who.
They were. I mean, I wrote that.
I would
they were
say.
good. They were good aligned Duragar.
They were good aligned Duragar, but we had no reason to believe that
And also,
based
I,
on everything we had
also,
experienced.
I wrote that. So technically, by wizards, all Duragar are
Yeah.
assholes. So.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's the official Wizards of the Coast stand.
I'm gonna
not
start
ours.
asking on these encounters. Who wrote this?
Yo, what's his name? What's his address?
Ralgar, it's your turn. You have an enlarged Duragar currently looking you right in the face.
Well, you know, I think I got to deal with it then. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get proficient in suplex?
You,
Does a 9?
it does not.
That's how fast he came up on you.
Or
Yeah, you were trying to swing behind him, and he was already in your face. He just kind of bats it away with his war pick.
does
I believe in your
wow?
ability to hit the
Nope, nope. Okay, it popped up in more options than I was expecting.
There you go.
Does
It
a
hits.
20?
20 total.
All
does hit.
right.
Ooh,
Yeah, that at least hits him for a little bit.
yeah. Instantly.
And does an 18
Yes,
on
it
the
does.
backswing? Ooh, all right, all right. We're picking up speed here.
He's near death already.
Tell him, look what you got yourself into here, my boy.
He has a mixture of fear and anger in his eyes.
All right. Good.
This guy's going to
Enlarge.
turn invisible.
Ooh, they might stand down.
Oh,
And go somewhere.
Or he's gonna back attack somebody.
Maybe. We'll see.
This guy's going to
Did-
also go invisible.
Do they have racial invisibility too?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, that seems.
they are obnoxious.
They can use them both at the same time, too.
What's their downside? Just being dicks.
Dr. Durgar. No town will ever welcome you. You will never get any opportunities.
This guy's going to enlarge.
Unless your campaign takes place in the Abyss and you're evil aligned.
Or you know Bartholomew, because he accepted
Yeah.
Duragar.
I also think the way that you host, you generally don't always hold the racial shit against people because we played tieflings and that haven't experienced the
Tieflings are
racial
like-
hate.
more accepted at this point.
Oh yeah, versus Duragar.
Much more accepted.
Oh yeah.
Hey. I would like to swing on that man that just. Well, alright, I'll swing on this dude
You
that
can
just.
swing on either of
fucking-
those two dudes.
There. Well, actually, it's technically the opportunity attack, so I'll use the correct one.
Then you have to roll the damage, don't you? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it didn't tell me I hit, so it was weird, but.
Bam. Aionar.
That is me.
You wanna do something about these boys?
So I can't do much, but I'll do what I can.
Do you want to do something about these boys? No. Back to you.
You should have 10 HP, everyone, by the way, because it has been at least a
Oh,
This is
right.
True.
So remember your 10 HP. Bird summon.
I'm summoning him right there. They need to make
Dex saves.
DC 13 dexterity saving throws.
No.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's a racial, so I'm not gonna say it's magical, I guess.
It's fire damage.
Well, no, but it's like
Oh, the
magic
save.
resistance.
Yeah.
Actually, no. These guys don't. Nope. Because oh no, it is spells, but this isn't a spell.
This is not a spell.
So it's normal. I'll give you the same bullshit that Wizards gives all of their enemies.
Thanks.
He saved.
Okay.
And the near-death guy failed.
I mean, that's the best possible configuration.
Near-death guy's dead,
That's the
Great.
best outcome.
and this guy takes what, half?
I do not believe he takes
No, it's
any.
nothing,
It's only half on the teleport.
Gotcha. That's 2 dead, 1 dead. Sorry, 1 dead. What would you like?
And there was no one else in that vicinity, right? Because there's anyone around
There
him.
were no invisible ones in that vicinity.
Okay.
I approve.
And then a bonus action,
Um.
or a wild spirit action.
Yeah, I mean, as his action, he is actually going to fiery teleport.
And it's your bonus action to command it, right?
Yep.
So dexterity save for this guy.
No problem right there.
He succeeds, but takes half damage. Nope.
You're gonna have to take half of this off.
Oh no, wait a minute. You just have hit damage. I forget that you can have him roll that. Or no,
But it just does damage.
I can just apply half.
Okay.
I have a really nifty apply button now, so I can actually choose.
Did you find the same button I found on Sunday?
Pretty much. Well, it's because of the update. This is an update thing.
Oh, it's an update. I had that functionality and just learned about it because it's hidden in a context menu.
So mine's not hidden.
All right.
But it just got added.
That's my turn.
So
Yeah.
same thing. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Whoa!
Sir Jensen, so this
Um,
Duragar back here. Wait. I remember the order. This Duragar is going to turn invisible. And now it's Sir Jensen's turn, because Sir Jensen had not gone last combat.
All right. And I get the knowledge of when I'll get to go again.
You do, but you shouldn't use it, because you don't actually know.
Well, I mean, what I was going to do, regardless of what I know or don't know, was head
Gotcha.
over this way. And I'm actually going to go down further in case he tries to get on the other side of the squad. He would provoke opportunity instead of just being able to move up one.
It's true.
Target him. I am going to... Sorry, it's very difficult for me to figure out which screen my buttons are on, because some are
Yeah.
hidden in features.
I feel that.
Gonna do that, and then this. That seems like it didn't hit.
It did not hit. It was close. It did not hit.
And then I'm gonna give him a firm handshake and say he's hired. And I mean like a firm one.
He looks confused and gives you a much firmer handshake back since he's about twice your size.
Breaks your hand.
Vice, it's your turn. You are
Yeah, so
stealthy enough to feel like you would have advantage.
I'm gonna pop out and shoot him with my crossbow. Crit.
Yeah.
I don't see a damage. Oh, there it's in the
It's up
card
top.
still. There we go.
You should be able to
And
do that.
I'm gonna add my Fury of the Small, and
Also your sneak.
also my sneak attack. So 2d6 for sneak attack, and
Hey, you actually crit,
yeah,
which means the sneak attack crits.
yeah. And
These are
Fury
dead
of the
Ralgar.
Small is a flat 2. Okay,
Yes.
there we go. And crit 25.
He is so close to death. So close.
Yeah, that was a headshot.
Yeah.
Um,
He's somehow still
then-
barely alive.
If I wanted to move, would I be able to get to here and hide? Would
Sure.
there be something over there?
Yes. Because this
That-
technically isn't an inn, that technically works.
Okay.
I'm so interested on how hiding works when there's potentially 4 invisible Duragar somewhere.
Nothing you see can see you.
I'm small. I can hide. I can do
You're like
it.
hiding behind an invisible Duragar.
I mean, I guess I would hide like under a desk or like between casks of things, right? So like I just feel them around because I'm squished between things. I'm scurrying.
Okay. You're also rolling
That's
stealth.
all I can do.
Ooh, that one's good.
Yeah,
Wins.
I feel good in stealth.
Gonna hit this guy, I hope.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Then we'll go flurry of blows.
Let's go. That one does not hit. That one does hit. He's feeling really hurt. You should get one.
You know what I'm gonna do?
More.
I'm gonna use. Whenever I hit a creature, I can use a key point to do Hand of Harm.
Sure.
I'm gonna just burn one more key point and use Hand of Harm. Do 4 more points of damage to him.
He is barely clinging to life. Oh, it's 1d4 plus
Oh, it should be
3.
+3.
He's
yeah, it
dead.
should be 3 more points. It just is.
Okay.
Then I'm
I
gonna
am
move
gonna have to call it in a moment here.
Yeah.
right
I know.
there. That's my turn.
Kinda
But we
hoping
haven't
that
even
there's-
begun to yell and argue about D&D stuff.
But there's
That's
still
true.
so many invisible Durgar.
That's true.
Sir Jensen.
No, they left. They got scared and turned invisible and ran away.
I
Oh, we're
Am.
about to get spanked.
going to let's
I
see
think we're about
here.
to jump out the
1,
window.
2, 3. Oh, that's an action though. That fucking blows. It's not a bonus
He's
action.
also
Never mind.
so close to death in front of him.
I'm not target. I wasn't targeting him. I was looking at casting stuff.
Do
No,
paladins get like a fairy fire type thing?
no. Well, I get hunter. I have hunter's mark, but no, I don't have fairy fire.
That's a really good thing.
I don't know that I don't get Fairy Fire later, but I only have level 1 spells, and I assume Fairy Fire is higher than that.
No, it's level 1. It doesn't do much. It just gives like other people advantage. Is it level 1 or cantrip? It's really low level.
I thought it also marks invisible people.
Can we discuss it after this round? That way we can get.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still looking at what I want to do. I was debating on blessing the team.
Oh, I'm
but
not
then
going to
that
make it through the round.
We'll at least through this. That hits.
All right, I'm not doing a Divine Smite because I don't think he needs it. Damage +2. Normal.
He is dead. And at that, you hear the scurry of feet leaving, or
Oh.
they had already pretty much gone.
Oh, they did run.
Yes. And for next time, you can decide what you would like to do with any of that. You can also search. The corpses
Just
next.
for next time, were they wearing the amulets that we had found?
They did
or
not
they-
have the amulets. These Duragar.
Okay, they're-
You would know that Durag. I thought Beldor said something about Duragar.
They're hunting for the
Okay,
Chandelian,
you
but
don't know if they're
Chardite.
aligned with. Yeah, but they don't.
Yeah,
we're not
I just
wearing
I just wanted to make sure that they're not related to the
No.
thing that we're doing first.
I mean, unless there's Chandelian hidden here.
Or Chardin,
Yeah.
Chardalin,
Chardalin.
Chardalin.
Yeah. Unless there's
Chardelian.
Chandelian hidden here.
But yeah,
You can always talk to the innkeeper when he gets back.
Or search the place before he gets back.
Do the corpses
Yeah, I didn't think
shrink,
about that. We should do that.
or are there
Dude,
three? Or are there
yes,
three
they-
massively dead bodies
they
here?
shrink.
Chandlerlin.
Okay.
Chardelian.
Chordalin.
No, he's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, they're
Make a mental note to remind us to ask if the tavern keeper in the morning if he has any Chardalin stuff.
I don't think he'd tell us, but we can ask.
He might after we just saved it. It's not like we're trying to take it. I don't care about it.
Fair. He might. I feel
Otherwise,
like
I'm just confused why they're here.
that would mean
That'll
that
be
he
it
has
for
access to
next
spells.
It does not. It means that he could have an artifact and they want it for spells. The last place, the place that we had found at first, just had the mast of an old ship.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying he has it for spells, but he has the potential to hold a spell in it, right?
If it's uncorrupted and he knows how to do that.
Yeah. Potential.
potential.
There could just be some old trophy on a mantle here that he doesn't understand the value of it.
Also possible.
Who knows? But we're gonna say goodbye, stream, because I'm actually doing early
Good-
nights today.
Goodbye, stream. We're on
Goodbye,
time
stream.
for a change.